supposed to play twice. What is going on? I'm going to hit the intro before we get to anything because I am fired up right now. As you can imagine, we had Jets football today. So, yeah, there was a win. I don't know if you guys know that. But I am going to hit the intro, and then we're going to get to that. You have entered the Interdimensional Demon Federation. I am your host, Rich Jodice, the Pro Football Demon, and welcome to the fastest growing community on the internet today. This is the golden era of the IDF, and you're all a part of it. No one will ever be able to take that away from you. So Zach Wilson did something no other quarterback in NFL history has ever done today. And I don't know that anybody's aware of it, but he is the first quarterback who has ever been accused of not wanting to play or being apprehensive to play and then coming out and winning in dominant fashion. He's the first quarterback to ever do that, to ever be accused of not wanting to play. And then he followed up with the dominant performance. Best performance of his career. That was better than the Eagles game. You see, the Eagles and the Chiefs games, he didn't play poorly. Today, he actually played well. He actually played well today. That's a first for Zach Wilson, to play well. And now, the one theory that I have is maybe, because in the first half, he didn't play that well. He didn't make any mistakes, though. So, and C.J. Stroud didn't play well either in the first half or really the second half. I mean, the only reason why they drove down and scored a touchdown was because of that fumble that was on Zach Wilson. But that's just something he has to mentally understand. Like, he needs to slide when he's in a position like that, and I think he'll get it. But it could – one of the reasons could be this defense, this Texans defense, is similar to the Jets defense. So it's similar to a defense that he sees in practice, that he's seen over the past few seasons. So he might have recognized a lot of looks. I don't know what it is. Whatever it was, he seemed like he wasn't playing scared and seemed like he was actually starting to get it. So to be honest, I am hopefully optimistic. I need to see more of it, obviously. I need to see him come out and do the same thing over and over and over again. And that's where we are. That's where we are. Jets fans are already saying they want to see Rodgers back. If they Jets win the next few games, they get in the playoff picture, in the playoff discussion, they want to see Rodgers back. I don't. I would rather see the offensive line played well. I mean, he had a clean pocket a lot of the time, which was very encouraging. And he also rolled out of the pocket, which we never see him do. And you guys see me go crazy about that from time to time. He actually was able to roll out of the pocket, navigate the pocket well, get out of there, and make good decisions. That pass that he threw to Jeremy Ruckert, I mean, that was a phenomenal pass, a phenomenal catch by Jeremy Ruckert. But Zach actually was on target with a lot of his throws. So hopefully optimistic. Not going to get too crazy. Hopefully optimistic. I mean, this is probably the best win that any team has ever had in the history of the game. But I'm not going to get too crazy about it. Zach Wilson probably played better than any other quarterback. By the way, did you guys see Patrick Mahomes yelling? I just want to say one thing about the double standard there is in the NFL. Tony Romo's like, oh, it's the passion. Like, when you're this passionate, blah, blah, blah. When Stephon Diggs does that, he's a diva, right? I mean, Mahomes has been winning over and over and over again, year after year. He's been winning, so he's got a little adversity now, and that's what he does on the sideline. That's not a good look as far as I'm concerned, but he's Patrick Mahomes, so he's going to get away with it. Everyone's going to talk about how passionate he is, but when a receiver does it, he's a diva. The receiver is the diva when it happens. When it happens, you got to go A.J. Brown over A-Chain. That's what I would do. I would go A.J. Brown over A-Chain. Loco comes in with the $5. Says, can we all laugh at the Chiefs and especially Pat's tears together? Yeah, Loco. He texted me immediately when that happened. Did you see Patrick crying? That's what he said. And for those of you who don't know, Loco is a Broncos fan, so he takes special. What is it? He takes great joy, is what I'm trying to say. Great joy in seeing something like that. But it's true. A receiver does that or something, he's a crybaby. He's this, he's that. He's not a good teammate. Patrick does it. It's passion. It's pure passion. This guy loves to win. Look at him. We don't even know. I don't even know what he was yelling at. Was he yelling at a team? I thought he was yelling at a teammate, and then I thought maybe he was yelling at the refs. I don't know. Let's go UW with the fiver. Thank you guys so much. Nothing makes me happier than seeing Mahomes lose and whine about the refs as if he doesn't get the Rodgers Brady treatment. That's very true. What did we see him? This is a guy who looks directly at the refs at the end of games, expecting calls, and then when a call doesn't go his way, if that's what he was yelling at, was it they were holding him back? Was he going to go beat up the ref? Is that what? Because again, if we saw, I'm going to use Stephon Diggs as an example, he was yelling at his quarterback last year. Everybody's calling him a bad teammate. Yelling at his quarterback. Oh, having a heated exchange. Not even a heated exchange, but he was heated. But if Mahomes is trying to get on the field to get in a ref's face, and we're just talking about that being passion, come on. I mean, that's, again, to me, not a good look. Not a good look. But it's Patrick Mahomes. Nobody's going to care. He's going to get away with it. So, and not that, I mean, get away with it. It's not, it's not like they could, I'm expecting anything to happen to him, but I'm saying in the eyes of the media, he's going to get away with it. I don't think he should be punished for that. But where is P6? Oh, hi, P6. P6 is here. P6, by the way, is a Texans fan, and he was talking a lot. He was talking a lot before this game. And then, unfortunately, his team had to be utterly dominated by the better team that was on the field. Probably, I mean, if the Jets play like this, that defense, I mean, look, I'm going to speak honestly here. Not just as an irrational Jets fan, which I can be. You guys know that. From time to time, I can be very irrational as a Jets fan. But if their defense has played like this for the majority of the year. I mean, there have been a handful of times when I've actually gotten mad at the defense. A handful of plays. A lot of bad calls. But if their defense continues playing like that, and this offense can score 14 points a game, they're going to be a tough out. They're going to be a tough out. Because I don't see this defense, if they're getting time, that was the good thing about the first half of the game was it wasn't constantly 3 and out. I mean, the drives were stalling as they were getting past the 50, but they weren't 3 and outs. So the defense had some time to rest. And when they have time to rest, you see they come out and they play like that. When they're still in the game, they come out and they play like that. So if they can do that, that's going to be a big deal. That's going to be a big deal. Dude comes in with the tour. What's up? Way to go, Jets. Zach Wilson. Dude, thank you so much. Yeah, you're not saying anything about, there's no fut bumbles or anything like that, right? We're not going to say anything like that now. Now it's just congratulations. I hope that I can enjoy this at least, dude, and you don't bring up any of that nasty stuff that you typically bring up, which I just brought up just because your presence. So, all right. I'm just kidding. Oh, the Raiders lost 3-0. What a boring game. Both offenses did absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's that mustache. It's that AOC mustache. I'm telling you, they got to do something about that. They have to do something about that. What is your name? Yeah, P6, you said if the Jets win, you're going to say your name. So you have to give us your name. Jets ML and Bears ML was a great lock. Yeah. Yep. So that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say about the Jets. And I'm not going to continue talking about them. Oh, my kid. Of course I'm going to continue talking about them. This could be a turning point. That's the one thing is I saw something encouraging from Zach Wilson. Now, again, I say this with every other quarterback, so I have to be fair. I'm saying it with Jordan Love. I need to see it over a span of games. Okay. I need to see it over a span of games. And he wasn't phenomenal, but he was good. Good enough to, and from the beginning of the season, I've been saying, if they can get good quarterback play, they can win games with this defense. They can get good quarterback play. That quarterback play was good enough to get points on the board. That's it. You give the defense time to rest. They'll do their job. You come out, march the team downfield. They probably could have had, they're going into the half. It probably should have been 3-0 because, they took that bad sack that pushed them out of field goal range early on. But we see Zerline, man. Zerline can boot these things better than Justin Tucker. I'm telling you that all the time. Dude with the fiver says, what about the fut bumble? You say, I didn't even cross my mind. Your fault, not mine. All right, dude. You get away with that one. That was my fault. That totally was my fault. I'll take responsibility for that. We can say Futt Bumble. We can say Hail Mary. No, we can't say Hail Mary. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm depressing myself by saying these things that are terrible. Terrible. At least my wife gets to celebrate today. That was painful. Spiza, what do you think about that Patrick Mahomes tantrum that we saw on the sideline? That was a tantrum. That was a full-blown tantrum. And again, if we saw Stephon Diggs do that, we saw Jamar Chase do that, it would be the media would be going crazy talking about what a diva. What a diva. There's this guy, I'm talking about talk radio. They would be talking about, the announcers in the game would probably say, it's usually former players, they're going to have a little respect. They're probably going to say, oh, yeah, he's heated, he's this and that. But I'm telling you, the media is going to give this guy a pass. They're totally going to give him a pass. Totally going to give him a pass. Leo, that's my brother-in-law's name. That's not a bad name. It's not a bad name. Patrick is a big baby, yeah. Yeah, David says, just got here. Did we make fun of Mahomes yet? We've been talking about Mahomes. So, David, I'm going to repeat it one more time. Yes or no, when we saw Stephon Diggs do that very same thing, yell. Well, he didn't do it that bad. He was just yelling at his quarterback. He was pissed off last year. Patrick Mahomes was about to charge someone. I think it was a ref. But he was being called passionate by Tony Romo, right? He says, look at the passion in this guy. He's so passionate. He's just a passionate guy. But Stephon Diggs does it, and he's a the baby, or whatever they want to call him. A bad sport, bad teammate, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Headline should say Mahomes throws tantrum. This is a logo. Mahomes throws tantrum, demands Binky. Is that what he was demanding? Is Binky? How about Purdy? Isaac. Purdy looked good. Purdy looked the part. How about the Pastronaut? I think he's done. We had our Josh Dobbs, the great Josh Dobbs. Look at me. A few weeks ago, I was saying the Jets should have traded for Josh Dobbs and, giving Zach Wilson his walking papers. What do I know? I don't know anything, obviously. Who am I? Robert Saleh knows a hell of a lot more about football than I do. I should keep my mouth shut. But to be fair, and that's another thing that kind of bugs me is, they were saying, they act as if the Jets did him wrong by benching him last season, benching him this season. But if you're not moving the offense, and it's been a lot, he had a share of games. There's a kickoff to Turpin. He's across the 10, 15, 20, taken down at the 25. So, if you have a string of games, year after year where you're not moving the offense, you're playing poorly, the team has every right to bench you. Has every right to explore other opportunities, other options to see if you get a spark. And then if they feel, okay, after that, you might be the best option, they can go back to you. I think they know they owe him nothing. They owe him nothing. If you're not going to perform, they don't owe you, let's just keep starting you anyway. They gave him plenty of chances, so I don't want to hear that. Dak Prescott back to pass. I have Zach Wilson on the mind. I'm going to call him Dak Wilson all night. And he gets the ball off to Pollard. He gets about 5. He's up to the 30. So, Zach Wilson. So, the team doesn't owe him anything by benching him or whatever. The guy didn't play well for a long time. This is his first game playing. Maybe it woke him up. Maybe he's saying now, you know what? I need to play with reckless abandon, which he kind of did in a way. Dak Prescott back to pass. Gets it out to Pollard again. Pollard gets another 5, and that's a first down. It's about 5 or 6. If they want to bench you, that is a you problem. That's not a them problem. Well, one thing I will say about Zach Wilson though is he took hits, man. The kid's tougher than I thought. Took hits. The offensive line played well, but I'm saying over the duration of his career as a Jet, he has taken hits. And today he took a big hit in the back, and he got up, just hopped right up. So pretty strong. Oh, 30 inches. I thought that was a first down, and it's not. End around to Turpin. He's across the first down marker. He's at the 40, the 50, the 40. Oh, man, he goes about 20 yards there. Wow, he was going faster than I can talk. 30 inches, actually. Yeah, Isaac. Gotcha. Thank you for keeping me honest. The Red Queen has fully taken over. Yeah, the Red Queen has taken over Patrick's persona. He is PO'd. Wow, Turpin. Yeah, Turpin is fast, man. Turpin is fast. I think Dallas wins this game. I told you guys. I think Dallas wins this game. I like Dallas's all-white unis too. Prescott gives the ball to Tony Pollard. He's got room to run. He's across the 35, and he's got another first down for Dallas. Dallas is moving the ball. With the Bills and Broncos winning, the AFC now has a 6-way tie for the 6th seed. That's another. Man, there are a lot of 7-win teams, man. I need some of these teams to start losing. If the Jets are going to play like this and they're going to start stringing together wins, I need some of these teams to start losing. The Chargers finally got in the end zone. That's crazy, and it wasn't even Justin Herbert. That's even crazier. Rico Dowdle with a gain of 2 up the middle. So we're going to have about a 2nd and 8 coming up. The Sheagles could lose now, says Isaac. Yeah, they might. I think this is going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a good game. Dallas looks legitimate to me, finally. They stumbled a little bit against the Seahawks. Still won the game, but stumbled a bit. They are pretty undisciplined. That's the one thing that bugs me about Dallas. They do get penalized a lot. Rico Dowdle up the middle. He's close to a first down on 2nd and 8. It's about a gain of 8. Should be another 3rd and inches coming up. Don't worry, the Steelers will lose out and help you all. I hope so. Speeds of Poet comes through with the tour, says, no, I wrote a novel paying for read. KC Diehard. So you, you wrote, Dak with the keeper goes up the middle. You wrote a novel like an actual novel, or you wrote a novel like in the chat or something? Is that what you're talking about? I apologize if this is an easy thing that I should be able to navigate. I apologize. Sometimes I read comments and my mind is on the game and everything, and some things go over my head. So I apologize, Spiza. But tell your wife, the Jets won. She knows that, right? And I was talking about your household being a household where you're happy and she's upset all the time. Now we got the flip side of that. Dak Prescott back to pass, launches this downfield, and that is caught by the great CeeDee Lamb, and that is out of bounds. Still caught it. Imagine trusting Dallas, says Cliff. What's up, Cliff? Hero Villain says, I actually write books. Awesome. The Pro Football Angel writes books too. In the chat, Speeds. Okay. I've watched my Chiefs with Castle Croyle, Horde, and worse. We should be a playoff team. I expect a division round loss, 2 rings, 3 appearances in 6 years. I'll take that over my other 28 years. Yeah, that's the way to look at it. Prescott back to pass. Gets this off to Pollard. Pollard is across the 20, the 15. He gets pushed out of bounds just shy of the first down marker. That's the way to look at it. That is the way to look at it, Speezer. You had success. You always are going to want more and more success over time, right? But it's tough in the NFL. It's competitive. Can't be a Super Bowl caliber team. Well, I mean, I guess the Patriots were. But it's tough. That's the point. It's tough to be completely dominant year after year after year after year, especially you lose players like you guys lost Tyreek. Prescott back to pass out of the shotgun. He's got time. This offensive line is blocking very well tonight, man. And CeeDee Lamb's going to be in the end zone. Oh, and there's a flag. This is what I'm talking about. If this is on Dallas, this is what happens to Dallas time and again. If it's on Dallas. Let's see. Mike McCarthy looks like it's on Dallas. He doesn't look happy. Nick Sirianni doesn't look like he knows what's going on. The refs are talking. Let's see what happens here. There's no foul on the play. That's going to be a touchdown, Dallas. All right. No flag on the play. Dallas on the opening drive gets in the end zone, and they strike first. Statement drive by Dallas. Statement opening drive by Dallas. Tyreek for MVP this year. Yes. We were talking about that in the earlier stream. I wholeheartedly agree with that. CeeDee Lamb, man, he just gets open. This dude just gets open. All right, Aubrey, let's put this through for 7 so that I can update. There we go. 7-zip, Dallas Cowboys. Oh, man, I can't believe I'm actually happy that the Dallas Cowboys got in the end zone. I'm not a Dallas hater, but I'm usually like, with Dallas. It's because, you know what bugs me? Teams that are pretenders tend to bug me, but Dallas looks like they might actually not be a pretender anymore. They did get destroyed during the regular season by San Francisco. We can't forget that. Cannot forget that they got destroyed by San Francisco during the regular season. But, well, and, this year. But, I mean, other than San Fran, who I think is a dominant team, I don't know who else I would consider to be dominant in the NFC or even the AFC. I don't know who I consider to be dominant. The only team that I would consider to be dominant is San Francisco. And it's nothing to do with Brock Purdy, Isaac. Absolutely nothing to do with Brock Purdy. Boo, says Regina Lambert. So I thought it's my aunt. That's my Aunt Vicky, by the way. And here's the issue that I have with her. First of all, nobody phantom zone my family. I will take your phantom zoning powers away. And I can't believe I even have to say that. Please do not do that. But she said I blamed her for not protecting me when I decided to become a Jets fan. Now, in light of the Jets winning today, I mean, all is forgiven. But earlier, when I thought they were going to lose, I was upset about this. Earlier in the week, when I thought about this, she said it's not her fault because she wasn't a football fan when I was very young, but around the time I became a Jets fan. But then she became a Giants fan at some point. But her sons, who are older than me, and from Bayonne, New Jersey, should technically, be either a Jet or a Giants fan, right? No, they are Patriots fans. How did that happen? How did they become Patriots fans? And then I got stuck with the Jets, who are phenomenal. They're a phenomenal team right now. They're probably the best team in the league right now, so I'm not complaining. But of all the years that I went through pain and I could have enjoyed a dynasty, I couldn't. But your sons who are older than me were able to enjoy that. But no one protected me. I don't get it. Somebody's lying to me somewhere, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to get to the bottom. From Bayonne, New Jersey, when the Patriots were bad, they became Patriots fans. Doesn't make sense. Something smells rotten, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Did the refs throw a flag by mistake? Yeah. Well, they said there was no flag on the play, so. Loco is a Broncos fan, Isaac. Yes. Let's go Patriots and let's go Bruins. Let's go Justin. Speeds of Power with a fiver comes in. He says she was in full gear today. Custom hoodie number and name, and she has a butt fumble play art, long sleeve, and Jets fuzzy socks. That is quite an outfit. So she has a butt fumble play art, long sleeve, and Jets fuzzy socks. Now, were these gifts? Did you buy these for her? Oh, hey, JWS is here. Go Cowboys. He's a Cowboys fan. Is he the resident Cowboys fan? Did I make you the resident Cowboys fan? But Spiza, that is quite a get-up. I envy it, actually. I wouldn't mind some Jets fuzzy socks, to be honest. Now that I can be proud to wear them, right? I wasn't proud to wear anything Jets related for a while. But now I'm going to be walking around like Vince McMahon, like my arm, Conor McGregor doing that walk. Jalen Hurts will take the snap at the 25. The kickoff was obviously a touchback. I should have called that, and I didn't. And Hurts gives the ball to DeAndre Swift. He goes up the middle, and he gets to get about a gain of 5. So we'll have a 2nd and 5 coming up. What's going on, TikTok people? We got 61 people in the TikTok chat. And between Facebook and YouTube, we've got 40. So we've got over 100 people, again, combined. That's phenomenal. Gene is a Patriots fan. I know Billy is. I swear Gene's a Patriots fan, Kathy. She's talking about my cousins who I'm accusing of being Patriots fans. I swear Gene's a Patriots fan. I thought he was. Or is Gene a Jets fan? Wait a minute. No, I don't think he is. Jalen Hurts runs up the middle, and that's about a gain of 10. He gets a first down. Bubba, what's going on? Bubba is hanging in there, he says. It's good to hear, Bubba. That is good to hear, Bubba. It's good to see you again. Bubba is the number 1 contender, by the way. Bubba's the number 1 contender. The funniest thing about the shirt is it shows the return for a touchdown and the full X's and O's with the line for the recovery TD. Oh, my God. That's terrible. That's terrible. My stream is crapping out on me again. I got to fix this so I can do play-by-play. Don't know why that's happening. There we go. It's back, guys. And there's a flag on this play. Legal use of the hands on Dallas. Automatic first down. Michael Parsons. So yeah, Dallas gets penalized a lot, man. They have to they have to be more disciplined, I guess is what I'm saying. Have to be more disciplined. There's no way you are going to get penalized as often as you do and go make a deep playoff run against teams that are capable of beating you. The Y2A problem says, I'm sad my fantasy team started 2-7 and won 5 straight. I'm the 7th seed in my league where the top 6 teams make the playoffs. I'm the 1 seed in the consolation bracket. Oh, that's painful. It happens. That's why it's so important. That waiver wire is so important, man. As you go throughout the year, it's so important. Check out the Fantasy Q&A show every Thursday night, and we will help you get into the playoffs next year. Jalen Hurts back to pass, launches this downfield. Oh, and that is intended for A.J. Brown, just out of his reach. We got a 3rd and 10 coming up. Yeah, check out the Fantasy Q&A show every Thursday on this channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We help you win your leagues. And we're going to be doing shows in the offseason, helping you build your rosters. And once the season starts up again next year, we will be going full go on a weekly basis, helping you with your start, sit questions. Great coverage. Yeah, that was great coverage. And Jalen Hurts out of the shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass, throws it over the middle, and that is caught by Dallas Goedert, and that's a first down. That is a first down for Philly. Father Dismas, what's going on? Good to have you back. He says, yes, this is 9/11. My brother is trying to make his kid a Jets fan. Remain calm. We're on our way. Yeah. Just keep him there. Keep him there. We'll come get him. Make sure that stuff doesn't happen, right? But now you might want to start, considering making the young people around you Jets fans, because if this is what we're going to see, I don't know that they're ever going to lose another game under Zach Wilson. As long as this, Robert Saleh is coaching the defense, this might be a team that just goes on a tear. Boston Scott up the middle for about a gain of 4. So there you go. They need to focus more on Lane Johnson false starting. Maybe. I'll tell you, Dallas though. Dallas is they are such an undisciplined team. I drafted Brock Purdy in round 12. Well, he did have that bad stretch, a couple games. He's been pretty solid though this year. Been pretty solid. Jalen Hurts, there's a flag. And will that be a false start? That's a false start. Offense, number 65, Lane Johnson. There we go. Lane Johnson with a false start. Just got 8 primetime games and Miami gets 2. Disrespect is real. Well, to be fair, we all thought, Miami wasn't going to be great. Well, who would have known Tua was going to stay healthy all season? I didn't think he would. Hurts over the middle. Gets this to Devonta Smith. He gets hit hard, but it's about an 8-yard gain. He holds on to the ball. We've got a 3rd and 2. Tom says the 28-3 reference in detention was legendary. Appreciate that. I wasn't going to do it because I was like, it's another 28-3 joke, but I think it was done in a unique way. So that's why I decided to go with it. Was that 28-3 directed at any previous viewer in particular? No. New England, before I started doing live streams, New England has made 28-3 references to the Falcons in NFL high school before. So that's not the first time that's happened. A 3rd and 11, and there's a movement on the line. That Cowboys are pointing at the Eagles. Eagles are pointing at the Cowboys. Let's see what happened. And there's a flag for delay of game as well. So this is ugly. A lot of ugly going on. False start on Lane Johnson again. Oh, no, sorry. False start on Malata. I don't know how to say his name. Malata. Sorry, Malata. So Philly gets another false start. Eagles are choking, says Isaac. LOL. 3rd and 16 for Philly. Terrible, terrible, terrible. 3rd and 16. Now, Philly has been the team that's been getting calls at the end of the game, by the way. Let's just keep that in mind. Philly back to pass. There goes Jalen Hurts. He throws this downfield, and that is caught by Devonta Smith. That's going to be a first down. He takes it down to about the 21-yard line. Big play by Philly. Big play by Philly. The Cowboys defense just choked on that one. Bubba says, Rich, the Jets got all those primetime games strictly because Rodgers being signed. Oh, I know that. I know that. Believe me, because they never got primetime games. Hurts gets the ball out to Goddard. He's across the first down marker, gets inside the 10. There's a flag, another flag. So we've had about 8 flags so far in this game. So let's see what happened here. This guy looks like a mob boss. Pass interference on the offense. Philly gets flagged again. Man, I'm talking about Dallas being undisciplined, but look at Philly. Jeez. Well, Philly is technically, if I'm being fair, Philly is pretty undisciplined too. I don't think either of these teams are coached very well, but Mike McCarthy seems to be working well with Dak Prescott. So that says something about McCarthy. If you're in this class, you have 1 or 0 primetime games this season. In other words, the league thinks you suck. NFL high school issue number 2. Wow, that's an old issue. That is an old issue, SG. Quoting the classics, Jalen Hurts out of the shotgun, takes the snap, and he's going to take it himself up the middle on 1st and 20. He gets down to the 20, and he loses the football, and Dallas picks it up. Was he down? Was he down? The Eagles are saying he was down. We're going to have to look at that. Dallas is saying they have the ball. Norms, thank you for the follow. Let's see what Dallas is saying. They have the ball. I'm pretty confident. The refs signaled that Dallas has the ball. Jalen Hurts is walking off to the sideline, so I'm going to say he thinks he fumbled. Yeah. That was stripped. That was stripped. Dallas gets the ball. Wow. Starting with the Thursday night game, this whole week has been completely nuts. Yeah, it has, Bubba. It has. And we got 2 games tomorrow night. I mean, I might have to go back and forth. I might have to put 1 game on my phone, 1 game on the TV. I don't know. I might have to do simultaneous 2-game play-by-play. Has anyone ever done that? I might have to do that. I might have to be the first. That's what you get in the Interdimensional Demon Federation. I fear nothing. So I will do that. If you guys want to do that, I will do that. But you know what? I'll put a poll up to see if there is a preference as to what game we should stream tomorrow. Focus most of our attention on, and then we'll kind of see how it goes. And kind of shift our focus from one game to the next. I can get both games up at the same time, so that's not a problem. I just won't be on TikTok if that happens. And I have 6 people on TikTok. Now, TikTok is so weird because there'll be 115 people on there, 500 people, and 10 minutes later there'll be 6. It's so bizarre. TikTok is bizarre, and they are just they're just weird with the pushing of the content and whatnot. They're like, make your videos longer. So we make our videos longer. And then they push it out less than the videos that weren't longer. Unbelievable. Start a poll. Let's see. Which game should we focus on tomorrow? For tomorrow's stream. Okay. There we go. I got the poll up. So let me know what game you guys would prefer tomorrow. And we'll keep that up all game long unless we have another poll to put up, something like what's your favorite Christmas movie or whatnot. Have we done a Dolphins game? Yeah, we did Jets-Dolphins. We did Jets-Dolphins, and we I have another Jets-Dolphins game coming up. Yeah, the Black Friday game. That's what we did. That game was horrendous. Tom was here for only a little bit of that. The poll, Asa Morris, is on YouTube. So if you go to Pro Football Demon on YouTube, you can vote in the poll. I can't do it on Facebook from here. I can only do it on YouTube. I can't see tomorrow's stream. So Hero Villain has been just begging me to do a Titans game forever. Every week, do a Titans game. I finally do a Titans game, and he can't show up for it. That's that. You see that Dallas is back. Oh, Dallas is back to pass now. All right, it's okay. No, I know you got things to do. Yeah, it's things that are way more important than your Titans. So I see what kind of fan you are. I'm just kidding, Hero Villain. You know I love you. False start on CeeDee Lamb on Dallas. So everyone's just false starting all over the place. Everyone. I just had to hear you say it says Tom Black Friday. Oh, I didn't show you your belt yet, Tom. I did not show you your belt. So that is my bad. I got to show you your belt because that was the promise. There we go. Tom Hartman's. Oh, it says Red X Power. Hold on. No, that's the wrong one. My bad. There you go. And that is caught by CeeDee Lamb. So that's about a gain of 5. That makes up the penalty yardage. So we're going to have about a 2nd and 10 coming up. There's Tom Hartman's television title. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dak Prescott back to pass. He's looking downfield. He's got a little pressure. He avoids it, throws it downfield, and that is intended for Brandon Cooks, and it is broken up. So we got a 3rd and 9 coming up. 3rd and 9. So let's take a look at the poll so far. Oh, it's close. So far, Dolphins, Titans, 53% to 47%. We only have 13 likes on the stream, guys. If you wouldn't mind, if you would be so kind as to like the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. Helps push these videos out, helps your boy out. It'll be a lot of fun if I can get helped out with the stream. And Dak Prescott is back to pass on a 3rd and 9. Throws it downfield, and that is the CeeDee Lamb. That's caught. He's across the 45, gets down to about the 49 there. I'm midfield. CeeDee Lamb just gets open. He just gets separation, man. He just gets separation. Final Dismiss says, who doesn't want to see Danny DeVito? That's what I'm saying. And I want to see if Jordan Love is actually legit or comes back down to earth. That is what is interesting me the most. I suspect he is legit, but I have to see it. Just like I said with Zach Wilson before. I'm an equal opportunity quarterback observer. I have to see it, though. I have to see more of it. Dak Prescott gives the ball to Rico Dowdle, who goes up the middle and gets about a gain of 3. Rico Dowdle. I call him Rico Dowdle when I say it too fast. Dolphins shall halt in the way of the mighty Titans. Also, I have to work early Monday night primetime. I am going to be a Titans fan, obviously, because I would like the Dolphins to lose. I don't want the Dolphins to have home field advantage either throughout the playoffs. So I will definitely be a Dolphins fan tomorrow night. Isaac says, watch Packers Giants. Well, whatever the poll ends up, I'm going to have them both on, but there's going to be one that I'm going to have on the big screen and I'm going to focus on. And then the other one, I will just be giving updates as they go. But I'll be doing play-by-play for one. Pollard up the middle. He gets about a gain. I think it's about 2 yards shy of the first down marker on 3rd downs. I think it's going to be about 3rd and 2. 17 likes. Let's get more likes in here, guys. We got 35 people combined. Only 17 likes. When I started doing this, if you told me I'd get 17 likes, I would have been like, what? 17? Wow. Now I'm all like, give me more likes. Michael Gallup off his fingertips. And it's 4th and 2 for Dallas. Dak Prescott just floated that over his head a little bit, and it looks like Mike McCarthy is going to go for it at midfield on 4th and 2. No, it should be in the live chat. If you go to the live chat, if you're on YouTube, you should see an option to go to your live chat, and then the poll will be right there. What's the skull's name, by the way? You guys said Skull Namath. which I don't love, but we're going to have to do another poll with Skull Namath in it to see if that wins a few times. Tony Pollard up the middle gets 2 and Dallas gets a first down on 4th and 2. Beautiful play call. Beautiful play call. Pollard converts the 4th down conversion. So if we get the Skull, we're going to do more Skull polls to see if we can change that name. I am I'm partial to the name. Well, Uric didn't win, so we can't do that. Alfred is a cool name. Frederick's a cool name. I like those strong names. And there goes Tony Pollard. He's across the 30 for a first down. Gets down to about the 22-yard line. There's another flag. Oh, no Skull Namath. Yeah, that's what I say. I say no Skull Namath. Giants game. I deserve it. Holding on the offense. That's another flag on Dallas. Steele. Terrence Steele, the right tackle. So 2:35 left. Dallas going to get pushed back a little bit. We have let's see what the poll is at right now. We are at 53 to 47%. We have 19 votes, 53, 47%. In favor of the Dolphins-Titans. So far. Prescott back to pass. It gets batted down at the line. That's incomplete on 1st and 20. Incomplete on 1st and 20. Now I have 129 people on TikTok right now. There are 129 people watching this on TikTok. Can't believe the Texans choked today. I can because they played the greats, Zach Wilson, and the great New York Jets. The fantastic New York Jets. The Super Bowl bound. And the newly Super Bowl bound New York Jets is what we're going to call them. I have to stop saying that. I have to stop talking like that. Dak Prescott hands the ball off to Rico Dowdle. He's across the 50. Gets taken down at about the 47, the Philly 47. And we got 3rd down and I think 17 coming up. Red X Power enters the chat. The interdimensional champion. There's your title, Red X. My bad. Oh, my God, it's Red X Power. There he is. The interdimensional champion has arrived, folks. Has arrived. The multiversal champion is off, probably nursing an injury from defending the title for so long. He's like on his 43rd day as multiversal champion, I think. So sometimes those guys need a break. The great Kermit Mahomes. Dak Prescott back to pass, throws this downfield, and that is going to bounce. And there's another flag. Surprise, surprise. That was intended for Michael Gallup. Another flag. And this is going to be on Darius Slay, I believe. They're going to call holding or pass interference. Let's see. I didn't see anybody motion anything. Let's see. Let's see the replay. 7th penalty of the first quarter. Pass interference on Darius Slay. Kind of a weak call, if you ask me. Let me see this angle. He had his arm around him. Didn't grab him. Had his arm around him. Could have went either way, I think. I mean, I think guys do that all the time. They just happen to call this one. So, yeah. Yep. Today's been really good. Won my basketball fantasy this week, finishing fantasy football regular season 10-4. Jets win it. Yeah, that's a good day. That is a good day. Dak Prescott back to pass, looking downfield, and he's going to run. And there's another flag down. He gets the first down. He's across the 20 down to the 15, but there's another flag. Let's see if this is going to be on Dallas. Soft call says holding on the offense. So holding on Dallas. Man, so that's the 8th penalty so far in the first quarter of this game. 8th penalty. Wow. Flag. Yeah. Yep. SG is 7-0 in fantasy basketball. Yeah, I don't play fantasy basketball. 1st and 20. Dak Prescott is in the shotgun. 1st and 20 from about the 42-yard line, the Philly 42. Dak Prescott takes the snap, looks downfield, gets it off. It's off the fingertips of Ferguson. That's incomplete. We got a 2nd and 20 coming up. And Red X Power is finally still the reigning, defending, undisputed interdimensional champion. Yes, he is. Bubba's at 51%. The refs are getting the screen time. Yeah. Yep. Getting plenty of screen time today. Can't wait for the Titans to destroy Miami tomorrow. Yes. From your mouth to God's ears, Red X. That's all. Let's hope that happens. Dak Prescott throws this, and that's almost picked off on 3rd and 20. We got 3rd and 20 coming up. I apologize. That was a bad pass. Tom says, for now, Red. Oh, Tom's telling you to watch your back. Tom's going to come at all of you when the Finns win. Isaac, I don't think the Finns are going to win. I don't think the Finns are going to win. I think the Titans are going to roll them. They're going to absolutely roll them. Drank, I said absolutely. Dak Prescott throws downfield on the 3rd and 20, and that is off the fingertips of Turpin, in and out of his hands. And 4th and 20, Dallas is going to have to punt. They are out of field goal range. So the last time Dallas has had to punt was on, they're going to go for the field goal. They are going to attempt this. What is this going to be? This is a 60-yard field goal attempt for Dallas. Let's see if Aubrey can do this. Hold on a second. This is surprising. Aubrey up the middle. Wow, he nailed it. A 60-yarder for Aubrey. He had room to spare on that, man. This guy's got a better leg than Justin Tucker, I think. Whoa, Dallas goes up 10-0, up 2 scores. This guy's got a better leg. He's not as good as Zerline, but he might be the 2nd best kicker in the league right now. Definitely both better than Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker, the washed Justin Tucker. So here we go. We are going to update the stream, update the score. Dallas is up by 2 scores, 7-10 on a 60-yard. He could have cleared that from 63, it looked like. That was a hell of a kick. Man. SG says, who hit a 66-yard game winner in a dome stadium? I told you. I answered that question before. That was probably Greg Zuerlein. I don't remember who it was, but it was probably, if it was anybody, it was probably Greg Zuerlein. That's what my guess would be, SG. He hasn't missed a field goal all year because he's the second GOAT, right? Like there's the GOAT, who is Greg the Leg Zuerlein. And then this guy is like, the kid coming up to take his place as the GOAT when he decides to retire. And Justin Tucker's going to sit there continuing to be a fraud, an absolute fraud. I said absolute again. You got to drink. King Mike says refs are BS this game. Yeah, man, they are going haywire with this with these flags, just throwing the flags left and right. That's crazy. That is crazy. Jason Sanders made a 69-yarder. No one cares about the Dolphins, Tom. We're talking about the Jets today, okay? You're going to have your day tomorrow or you play in Tennessee and everything. Oh, look at the Dolphins, but that's fine. We don't need to talk about the Dolphins today when they're not even playing, right? We don't need to have conversations about the Dolphins or Dolphins players. We talked about Tyreek Hill earlier. Yeah, that's great. Oh, Loco, the Night Court commercial's on. Your favorite show. Are we talking about the 49ers running the NFL? The 49ers look like the best team in the NFL, honestly. Next to the Jets, I would probably say the 49ers are the best team in the NFL. Next to the Jets team that we saw today, the Jets team that we saw today would absolutely roll them. I said absolutely again. Perry Sims Jr. says, do I think the Eagles can win this game? I think they can. I don't think they will. My official score prediction is Cowboys 34, Eagles 31. So We got 50 seconds left in the first quarter, 10-zip Cowboys, and that kickoff will go out of the end zone, and that will be a touchback. Rick says, how about those Niners? Yeah, the Niners look good, man. I'm telling you. The Niners look good. What about Detroit getting upset by Chicago? That's a game like you could have seen that coming. I don't know why. I don't know what to think. That Detroit's another one. Like Jared Goff can be wildly inconsistent, as can that defense. So that's troubling. That's troubling. Drop back, gets the ball to Goddard. Goddard moves forward for about a gain of 6. So we'll have a 2nd and 4 for Philadelphia. So, I mean, this game is obviously within reach for Philly. I mean, Philly can score quickly. But I do believe Dallas will win this game. I do believe Dallas will win this game. So there's the ball given to DeAndre Swift. He gets about a gain of 2 on that. So we'll have a 3rd and about 2 coming up. I think he got 3 on that. So about a 3rd and 2 or 3 coming up. And we're going to go into the second quarter here, folks. We've got an exclusive look at some movie coming up. What movie is this? Oh, it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This looks pretty cool, and Jason Momoa is in it. Too bad he's not in it as Lobo. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Wait, was it Willy Wonka? Oh, they're showing different. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Jason Momoa was in Willy Wonka, but they're showing little clips that and Aquaman. And I don't know what this other movie is. So nobody cares about Aquaman. Wonka looks pretty cool. Wonka does look pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that. I would like to see that. Might not go to the movies to see it, but I might see it at some point. Maybe next holiday season. Hugh Grant as the Oompa Loompa is that's gold. That's gold. But Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, nobody cares about. Nobody cares about that. So here we are. Cowboys. There we go. We're going into the second quarter. The Color Purple. Color Purple remake. Train Freak with the $5 says, I care about the Finns. Train Freak, thank you so much for the $5. But, okay, you and Tom care about the Finns. We'll say that. Only 2 people care about the Finns in the chat right now. Only 2 people. And you're probably the only 2 people in the world, honestly. I don't know anybody else cares about them. I think everyone knows that they are the frauds of the NFL. They are the frauds of the NFL. Super Dave says, you as a comic book fan aren't interested in Aquaman because it's not, this isn't Aquaman. This is DC's ridiculous version of Aquaman from the Zack Snyderverse that was convoluted and stupid. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Stupid. This isn't Aquaman. This is it's got the name Aquaman, but this is like that Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie back in the day. Right? That wasn't the Punisher. This isn't Aquaman. Saturday, December 23rd, Steelers-Bengals. Holiday doubleheader, and then we got Chargers and Bills at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, that's why. I cannot wait for James Gunn's DC Universe, though. That I will be interested in. You give me an Aquaman movie in that universe, then we can talk. Jalen Hurts fakes it to DeAndre Swift, throws it downfield, and let's go in the hands of Devonta Smith on 3rd and 2 and out of the hands. Out of the hands. Look at dude. I really want to point something out here with dude. He sends a $2 super chat over to say hit the like button. What a gentleman. This guy I can't say enough about dude. He's a gentleman. He creates an unofficial Pro Football Demon Discord that everybody can go and hang out and have a good time in, just out of the kindness of his heart. And then he does something like this. Sends $2 over so that I can say he knows I'm going to tell people to hit the like button because I forgot to say it. Hit the like button. Do it for dude. What a gentleman. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. I want a Century movie. Yeah. Oh, and this is a fake by Philly on the punt. And that is to Kenny Gainwell. Oh, no, sorry, Zacharias. So the pass from Man to Zacharias, and Philly gets the first down. Wow, completion by Braden Mann. Wow. How did Dallas not see that coming? Zacchaeus. I always call him Zacharias. What is my problem? Loco says the only reason they're releasing Aquaman is because it was made. Yes. And they nixed that Batgirl movie because that was apparently horrible. DeAndre Swift loses a couple yards, I think about 4 yards. So we're going to have about a 2nd and 14 coming up. So glad they nixed the Batgirl movie because that was going to be stupid. I always say Zacharias. I don't know why. I always say Zacharias. So sorry, SG. So sorry. Let's check the poll. Let's see what the poll is up to. 58 Dolphins. Titans are running away with it. 59% over the Packers Giants. We had 32 votes. 32 votes and only 20 likes on the stream. And Devonta Smith holds on to that. And we got a third and probably about 5 coming up. Andrew says, I like the first Aquaman a lot, actually, but I don't need a sequel. Yeah. I didn't even see the first Aquaman. I didn't care about it. I saw Man of Steel and was like, this is pretty cool, I guess. There's just things that were wrong with it. I thought it was too dark for a Superman movie. But whatever. And then I was very excited for Dawn of Justice, and that disappointed me. Then after that, I fast forwarded to the Batman Joker parts and Suicide Squad, and then I was done with that DC universe. Jalen Hurts throws this downfield, and that's in and out of the hands of A.J. Brown drops it at about the 3-yard line. It would have had to be a little basket catch. Cliff says, are they keeping the emo Batman? They are making another movie. So they have the Penguin series, and they're going to do another movie. I think they're going to do a trilogy with that, but it's not going to be part of the main continuity. Jake Elliott is setting up for the field goal. This will be a 52-yard attempt. And Elliott kicks it and puts it through. So we got a 10-3 game. So, yeah, they're keeping him. They're going to do that HBO series about the Penguin. They were going to do an Arkham series. I don't know if they're still going to do that. But then they're making a sequel. I heard Clayface might be in the sequel, but it might be more of the Golden Age Clayface that wasn't really the Clayface we know today that looks like a big block of, glob of clay that can shift into different things. The original Clayface was an actor who was in a movie where he portrayed a character called Clayface, and then he became something of a washed up actor, and they were going to remake the movie and they weren't having him play that part. So then he went around killing everybody in that movie. So then he called himself Clayface. So he was, went around as that character killing people, as the character Clayface. So he wasn't a metahuman or anything. He was just a regular guy. And that's the version I'm hearing that they're probably going to go with, which would be disappointing because I would like to see the metahuman version of Clayface in a film. But you see, that Batman is that's set in a realistic universe. So that's what drives me crazy about some of these Batman films. They set them in this realistic universe. That's why I'm so excited for what James Gunn's going to do with Batman, because it's finally going to be a Batman that we deserve. Finally going to be a Batman we deserve. Finally. Tim Burton's Batman was something like that. That was set in the somewhat of a metahuman universe. Something of it. It was kind of like, not fully, I guess, and we don't even at the time it wasn't even. Now it's like, I guess, part of the multiverse continuity of what DC is going to have, but it wasn't. There was just, that Batman universe. I wouldn't even know if Superman existed. I know George Clooney made reference to Superman, but that's supposed to be a different Batman universe anyway. So I don't know. They should do a Robin series. Batman movie is probably the most accurate version we've had in movies. The Batman, probably, but still no metahumans, man. No metahumans. I liked the movie, and I thought Pattinson did a good job actually, which didn't surprise me because Pattinson's actually a good actor. But I want to see a Batman where, the Joker is a guy who was the Red Hood and fell in a vat of chemicals. And, we have Killer Croc that is big Killer Croc. I want to see a real Batman. I want to see a real Batman with the Lazarus Pit and all that stuff. Robert Pattinson is the Twilight guy's name. And the Cowboys will take the field after the touchback on the kickoff. Let's go. UW says, unpopular opinion, Phoenix's Joker is worse than Jared Leto's. I thought he did a good job as the Joker. I thought he did a good job as the Joker, but it's not the Joker that I want, But I think he did a good job. Jared Leto's Joker was terrible. Rico Dowdle up the middle for a gain of 2. We have a second and about 8. I'm going to stop my TikTok stream because nothing's happening there. So we're just going to stop that. TikTok's so weird. I had 3,000 viewers altogether, but they just come and go. You know what I mean? They just come and go. And my phone looks like it was getting hot. Eagles need a turnover, says Tim Daniel. So Dallas on 2nd and 8. Prescott takes the snap, back to pass, over the middle, and Ferguson is wide open. He's across the 50 down to the 45-yard line. Jake Ferguson with a big catch. Dallas is moving downfield again. I hate Robbins not named Dick or Damien. Yeah. I don't. I thought Jason Todd was kind of whiny, man. Wasn't big on Jason Todd. And Tim Drake, I think is kind of, I want to say nerdy, but I just doesn't, Dick Grayson was perfect. And then Damian Wayne is awesome because of, he's just like a maniac. So Tim Drake is your favorite Robin, Andrew? Yeah, I mean, I said nerdy, but I mean, I feel like he's a bit of a goody two shoes is what I'm getting at, I guess. He's a true hero. You know what I mean? Not that Dick Grayson is too, but Dick Grayson would butt heads with Bruce Wayne, But Tim Drake, I feel like, doesn't. He's just like, yes, sir. Damian Wayne is like, oh, yeah, I'll do that. And then he just does whatever he wants. And then Batman yells at him. He's like, yes, father. 2nd and 6 now as Rico Dowdle goes up the middle for about 4. Tim Drake. Oh, yeah. So Jason Todd got what he deserved. He took a crowbar and to the head and got blown to pieces. Well, not to pieces, but Loco, that's messed up. He didn't deserve that just because you don't like him as the character. So Dak Prescott on 2nd and 6, back to pass. Launches this to, no, doesn't launch it. He just throws it out to Rico Dowdle, and he gets about 5 yards. He'll be about a yard shy of the first down. So we'll have a 3rd and 1 coming up. Hero Villain says, I like how Todd is written. Tim Drake is the Joker's least favorite Robin. Joker says that Tim Drake is the smartest detective ever. That I didn't know. That's interesting. I have to look into that. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't read that I want to read. There was a dead zone of comics for me for a while. Rico Dowdle up the middle on 1st and 10. He gets 9. So we got a 2nd down coming up. Super Dave, I didn't enjoy the Titan series. I watched a little bit of it. I honestly, a lot of it, like even the Flash, Smallville, all that stuff, Gotham, I didn't care about any of that. It didn't make sense to me. It didn't resonate with me. I didn't care about any of that stuff. I like a main continuity. CeeDee Lamb on the end around is across the 20 down to the 15. Dallas has another 1st down. It was on 2nd and 1. So, I didn't like that stuff. That wasn't – I wanted just a main continuity, like what James Gunn's saying he's going to do. There's going to be a main DC universe that extends to the TV shows, that extends to animation and whatnot. That's what I want. I want a main universe, and then, you have things like the Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman that is an Elseworld. That's the stuff that I want. And we never had that, and it used to drive me crazy. Prescott gives the ball to Tony Pollard. He goes up the middle for about a gain of 6. So we're going to have 2nd and 4 coming up. First 2 seasons of Titans was surprisingly good. Oh, the Pro Football Angel is here. There we go. How goes it? It's going well. We're talking comic books and football, 2 of your favorite things. Comic books and football. I told them about your rosemary bread earlier. She made rosemary sea salt bread, which is just fresh baked. She just baked it. Awesome. She's like a bread making maniac lately. Dak Prescott out of the shotgun gives the ball to Pollard on 2nd and 3. He goes up the middle for about 2, and we'll have a 3rd and 1 coming up. This game has all the makings of a blowout, says Tom. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. PFA, the hero that kickstarted the Jets scoring today. Yes, she is. She kickstarted the Jets scoring today. He caught the ball. He got happy, and then the score changed, and that's what it did. That's what did it. That's what did it. Has anyone read Dark Avengers, by the way? Speaking of Dark Crisis, not that it's the same thing, but just because you mentioned the word dark, I want to get Dark Avengers so badly. Dak Prescott runs up the middle, gets a 1st down. On 2nd and 1, he gets about 3 yards. Shane Giggle says, big fan of Spider-Man. Secret Wars is my favorite. Beats King to near death in jail. As Packer, I lost it now. As Packer and tells him every time he heals up, he will be back for shooting Aunt May. Do you remember when Spider-Man had the alien costume and he beat up Firelord because he went kind of crazy? And Pollard up the middle will get down to the goal line and get stopped. So we'll have 2nd and goal from about the half-yard line. There is no line. But that is one of my favorite Spider-Man comics of all time, where he just destroyed Firelord. He got so pissed off. And it was because the alien costume was making him, a little crazy. But Captain America was just like, you can't beat up oh, wait, no, you're kicking his ass. Hold on. My bad. We've got 2nd and goal. I think Dallas is going to get in here. Oh, he's going to pass. Throws it to Ferguson. Oh, it's broken up by Philly. Wow. Nice play. Nice play. SG says, no, my job is safe. No, my job is safe. Dude, I'm the starter. Stop saying that. That's an old one, too. I'm telling Pete. Was that Geno Smith and Drew Lock? That's who it was? I forgot who that was. Oh, I don't want Vanessa to kickstart the Eagles. She has to save that power for the Jets. And Philly lines up on 3rd and goal. They give it to Dowdle, who gets stopped. It looks like he got stopped at the goal line. He's going to be short of the goal. And I think Dallas is going to go for this. I think Dallas has to go for this. So now you have to sneak it. Now I think you have to just sneak it. Oh, Dowdle might have gotten in, actually. Dowdle looks like he got in. You can't see the ball is the problem. That looks like a touchdown. Yeah, McCarthy is challenging this. I think that's a touchdown for Dowdle. I mean, it doesn't seem obvious unless there's an angle they're not showing that they can see, but it looks like that should be a touchdown. That looks like it should be a touchdown. Andrew Davis says he got in. I think so. I think so. Isaac says it doesn't look like a touchdown. It does to me, man. Right there. That's the problem is you can't really see the ball from that top angle. You can't see the ball at all. Unless they're able to zoom in or something, but or they're going to show us a different angle, but Kingpin had Aunt May shot, and he goes without a suit and his fist fights. Oh, so Peter Parker goes and fist fights the Kingpin in front of everyone. He tells them, if you fight Spider-Man, you live. You fight Peter Parker, you die. I don't know. I gotta check that out. One of my problems with Spider-Man was he wasn't brutal enough. He wasn't brutal enough. That's why I liked Ghost Rider when they did the Dan Ketch run. He was brutal, man. He was brutal. He would just wrap his chain around people's necks. He started just killing his villains and stuff. That run was pretty cool when they rebooted that. That was back in the 90s, though. Kingpin, man, is Kingpin's an interesting character because he doesn't have any powers, but he is just so strong. Like it looks like fat. Like when he's wearing a suit, you just think he's this big fat guy, but that's all solid muscle. That's like what they compare him to is like a sumo wrestler, but it's all solid muscle. It's just, he has so much muscle that it actually looks like he's a fat guy. And he's incredibly strong to where he can go toe-to-toe with Captain America in a fight. That's how strong he is. That's insane. I think that's smart. DC Comics over Marvel Comics. Fight me. Only local can beat me. I like, I feel like there are more characters in Marvel that I like. But my favorite character is Batman. Local got into Wonder Woman recently. I never got into Wonder Woman. Never really got into Superman. But Marvel has way more characters that I like. Way more characters. So they're ruling this a touchdown for Dallas. So Dallas, after the field goal, after the extra point, are going to go up 17. Yeah, you can see the ball breaking the plane in that view. Okay. Rico Dowdle, the great Rico Dowdle, gets in the end zone. And Dallas will make it 17-3. 3 drives for Dallas, 3 scores. What is going on with Philly? There's so much stuff to read in terms of comics. It's tough to keep up with everything, man. I love it, and I also hate it. Super Dave says, my favorites were Superman and Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. Yeah, I used to have a shirt that said Hal Jordan, and he was in the it said Hal and Jordan in big letters, and he was in the Michael Jordan pose. Kind of like that, with like his ring now. Spider-Man Malekith. Isaac says the Cowgirls are in business now. I need Hurts and Swift to tighten it up, though. My favorite characters are in Marvel. DC has better comics. Comics over characters is what Hero Villain's saying. DC has better comics. Comics, not characters. Yeah. I mean, DC does have some cool characters, but Marvel just has more. They have, I mean, we can go down the list. Most of the characters that we love are Marvel, right? I mean, DC has the Trinity. Outside of that, they have some cool characters, but Aquaman's actually a really cool character, despite the movies being terrible. Your dad had a periodic table of superheroes and supervillains. I got to look that up. Kenneth Gainwell up the middle for about a gain of 7. So we're going to have a 2nd and 3. Periodic table of superheroes and supervillains. I'm going to see if they have that on eBay or something. We'll take a look. Defensive touchdown coming up, says hate JWS. And Hurts gets this off to A.J. Brown. It's a first down, and he's at about midfield. Let's see. Periodic table of superheroes. Oh, they have T-shirts like that, man. That's pretty cool. TeePublic has a T-shirt like that. Got to take a look at it. Hold on. All right. So Jalen Hurts on 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to run up the middle. He's across the 50 and gets taken down after about a gain of 8. So we'll have a 2nd and 2 coming up. Plastic Man is on the periodic table of superheroes. But you said periodic table of superheroes and villains. Was it the same? Was it the same on the same shirt? Superheroes and supervillains on the same shirt, or were they separate shirts? It was periodic table of superheroes and supervillain shirt. Okay. And supervillain's shirt. So there is a periodic table of supervillain shirt. I don't see both of them, though. The periodic table of supervillain shirt looks pretty cool, though. I like it. Kenny Gainwell up the middle for a first down. He gets about 5 on that. And they're down to the Dallas 41-yard line. Same shirt. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a deep dive and research that, Hero Villain. I'm going to have to do a deep dive and research that because it's not coming up right away. Only DC characters. Okay. I'm going to have to take a look at that. Was the Joker on it? Because is he a super villain or is he just a villain? Because he's technically a man. Jalen Hurts out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Jalen Hurts slides at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he got beaten. It looked like he was got up a little gingerly on that. I don't know what happened. Got up a little gingerly. Zing Tao says Red Bar is watching. Joker was on it. Dan Quinn, great coordinator, horrible head coach. Yeah, a lot of guys like that. Minnesota's the first team since 2008 to score 3 or fewer points to win a game. That was a crazy game. Can't believe the great Josh Dobbs got benched. Oh, well. 2nd and 11. Hurts takes the snap back to pass, throws this downfield. And that is caught by A.J. Brown. Beautiful catch. That's a first down for Philly. I think they are at the 17 now. Is that where it is? Got to see. That was a nice adjustment by A.J. Brown. Very nice adjustment by A.J. Brown. Hurts back to pass. Gets it out to Goddard. Goddard will get taken down for a loss of 1. Taken down by Deron Bland. So we're going to have a 2nd and 11 coming up for Philly. Natasha Romanoff says, as a Niners fan, let's go Dallas, lock up this game so we can take the first seed from the Eagles. I think you meant to put first, but you put 2ST, the secondest seed. And we're at the 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. Eagles get the ball at the second half. I cursed Josh Dobbs, says SG. He became the astronaut, ASS, in case you didn't get that. I did. I was singing his praises for a while. And all of a sudden, bam. All of a sudden, nothing after that. So let's take a look at this poll. Dolphins, Titans, 57. Giants, Packers, 43. So I think we are going to be going with the Dolphins, Titans. Looks like we're going to go Dolphins, Titans. And then have the Giants and Packers on the small screen. Jalen touchdown is needed. I needed a huge night from him, and so far I'm dying. This Dallas defense is tight. They're stout. At least we got a little break on the penalties, though. They were getting out of hand early on. I still haven't seen Across the Spider-Verse. I got to see that. Eagles are on my double hate list, says Isaac. That sounds like an interesting list. Yeah. So, but I mean, I will be paying attention to the Giants game, but looks like the Dolphins won. It's like the Dolphins are going to win. The Packers deserve the small screen, to be honest. So Stephen Gray. They've been playing well. I can't, I have to be honest. They've been playing well. Let's see if it continues tomorrow against the Giants, which I think is a dangerous game for them. I think that's a dangerous game for them. And McVay says Isaac is on his triple hate list. Uh-oh. There's some beef in the chat. He said it was a joke, by the way, for those listening and not watching. So we will get the Titans, Dolphins tomorrow. Hopefully that's a good game. And look, if I'm just going to say this right now, we're going to start off watching the game that wins the chat. But if that turns out to be a dud of a game, like if the Dolphins go up, 28-0, we're going to switch over to the Packers game if that's better. The Giants game, I should say. I know McVay was kidding. Isaac says Rich the instigator. Yes. I like creating beef in the chat. It's all fake. It's all false beef. Jalen Hurts is going to get sacked for like a loss of 9. And we got third down coming up. Timeout taken by Dallas. Micah Parsons just flew off the edge, powered his way in, got his hands on Jalen Hurts and took him down. Man, that was powerful. He moved Lane Johnson, just moved him backwards. Jesus, my God. Natasha Romanoff benched DeAndre Swift tonight. Well, that's good. So we've got 1:55 left on the clock, a 3rd and 18 for Philly. Micah Parsons he just looks big, like just strong, man. 3rd and 18 for Philly. Swift, not Swift. That's not Swift. That's Jalen Hurts. He's out of the shotgun. And there's a pass rush. Man, that gets batted down at the line. He had no time. Did you guys see DK do a German suplex on, was it Chad Greenlaw? Hit him with a German suplex today. Got thrown out of the game. That was crazy. What's that about, Isaac? What's that about? Your boy can't defend a German suplex? It's probably the easiest move in wrestling to defend. Dallas wins. We take the first seed away from the Eagles. Go Niners. Looks like Dallas is going to win. 44-yard attempt here for Jake Elliott. And we could have a 17-6 game here. There we go. Yeah, he got it. All right. Man, it looked like he was going to hook it. Looked like he was going to hook it. 17-6. Dallas over Philly. Snuck it right in. So, we don't have detention nominees yet, but we will talk about it early in the game tomorrow, and then get the poll up. So the next episode, the Christmas episode of NFL High School, I'm going to try to get it up by Sunday. But there's going to be one more episode of NFL High School, which is the Christmas episode before Christmas. And then we're going to I'll have more content coming out after Christmas. But there's going to be a little bit of a break, maybe about a week and a half without an NFL High School. But we'll be back. We'll be back after the holidays. But you will get a Christmas episode. That I promise. Christmas episode, and there will be detentions handed out in that Christmas episode. So we got a 17-6 game here. All right, we got that. Super Dave says the German suplex isn't so easy to defend when Brock is taking you to Suplex City. That's true. Now when Brock Lesnar has his arms around you. Still a lot of football yet to come. Still anyone's game. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It is a two-score game. Two-score game. Ezekiel Costa, what's up? Good to see you again. We need both the Raiders and Vikings to go to detention. I think the Vikings, I guess it's hard because you're without some of your top players. So I guess it's a little harder for the Vikings to go to detention, but the Raiders, man, that's crazy. And the Steelers, too. Yeah, the Steelers are a possibility. Will Bill Belichick's heart grow 3 times its size? I don't think so. I don't know that that's going to happen. We might have to see. It's going to be a Santa Claus heavy episode, though. We'll be talking about all kinds of Christmas lore and football. The Eagles can still win, absolutely. Yeah, for making us watch that horrible 3-point game, that was terrible. That was terrible. They are they're doing like a Home Alone spoof with Dak Prescott, and they just showed Quinnen Williams as one of the bad guys getting his foot crushed by a booby trap. I think that was uncalled for. Making fun of Quinnen Williams like that is that's uncalled for. That's silly. Dallas is going to make me hate them for doing garbage like that. And I know they probably didn't have anything to do with it, but still. Chargers need detention. Have the Chargers had detention this year? I think they have. I can't imagine they haven't. Isaac says that we're going to give the entire NFL detention. Man, they're not going to fit in that room. Chargers. Prescott back to pass, gets the ball out to Tony Pollard. That's about a gain of 2. Slung out of bounds by Zach Cunningham. Excuses are always made for everyone but the Raiders. Well, there is no excuse for the Raiders. That's what we're going to say. Because the Raiders, they really do it to themselves. You have to be honest. They do a lot of the garbage that they take from other fan bases. It's self-inflicted. 2nd and 7. Dak Prescott gets the ball off, and that's caught by Brandon Cooks for a first down. So this is what I'm talking about when I was talking about Dak Prescott for MVP earlier today. He just looks good. He just looks good this year. Somebody was saying, who has he beaten? But, oh, man, he got sacked by Hassan Reddick. That was weird. Looked like he didn't even see Reddick, and Reddick came from his front side, like from his right. Let's take a look at this. So it looked like Prescott didn't even see him coming. Yeah, he was low, and he was about to throw the ball. Oh, man. He was low. He was low. Prescott back to pass again. Steps up in the pocket, delivers the football, and that's caught by CeeDee Lamb. He gets pushed out of bounds on 2nd and 16. He picked up about 10 on that. Look out for Hassan Reddick. Isaac says CMC for MVP. The Jodice curse strikes immediately. Yeah, it does, right? Kyle says, I think we missed the playoffs. Yes, the Seahawks missed the playoffs and then get rid of Pete Carroll and draft a quarterback and other positions because we suck. That's another thing. Pete Carroll's another one. Everybody wants to get rid of Mike Tomlin, Bill Belichick, and Pete Carroll. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. 3rd and 6. Prescott gets the ball off, and that's caught by Brandon Cooks, and that's a first down, but there's a flag. Let's see who this is on. Pete Carroll was drafted well. I think the only reason this team had any success last year is heavily because of Pete Carroll. Man, I said it earlier when I was talking about Mike Tomlin and Steelers fans wanting to get rid of him. Just be careful what you wish for, because you could be in head coach purgatory really quick, and that could last decades. That could last decades. The Loco says Pete sucks as shit. I don't know why Loco has such a hatred for Pete Carroll. 2 fouls on the play, both by the same player. So it was pass interference, and while committing the pass interference, he also got flagged for a face mask. Wow. That is insane. That is insane. Let's take a look at this. Both get counted. So there's a face mask. I don't know if the pass interference, though. I can see the face mask. Well, I guess the pass interference. So the face mask was the pass interference. So they're enforcing both penalties. Wow, that is insane. That is insane, man. Man, so the pass interference was actually the face mask, and they're also flagging him for the face mask. That was big time. That was big time. The refs are favoring the Cowgirls. I mean, it looks legit. Have you guys ever seen 2 flags thrown on the same player and then both of them? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Maybe I have. I just haven't noticed it. But, man, that's crazy. Dallas back to pass. Prescott's going to run. He gets hit at about the 31. These guys need to learn how to slide, man. Isaac says it wasn't a PI, but the way they explained it was the face mask was technically the pass interference. So because he grabbed the face mask on the route, where he grabbed the face mask was a pass interference call. And then because he grabbed the face mask, that is a player safety thing, so they have to flag him for the face mask as well. So that explaining it that way is legitimate. No, Tim, he grabbed the face mask. You saw him turn. You saw his head turn. He grabbed the face mask. The guy's head turned. It actually looked like it disrupted his route too. I'm just calling what I saw. Just calling what I saw. Yeah, quarterbacks need to go to baseball camp and learn how to slide for real. Loco Monkey hates Pete Carroll because he's a cheater and fled from USC before he could suffer consequences. Oh, all right. That's why Loco. So Loco Monkey. So he doesn't really think Pete Carroll is a terrible head coach that should be fired because of his inability to coach, his effectiveness as a head coach. He has a personal vendetta against him and is calling for his job because of that. This is the work. Loco Monkey has a very supervillainy side to him where he will say these things like Pete Carroll sucks, Pete Carroll's this, and then when you dig a little deeper, the truth comes out. He hurt me one day, so he must pay forever. That's what it is. That's what it is. He also sucks. You can't add that now. No. That paragraph that you wrote above said it all. And then you can't, after I call you out for it, you can't come, oh, no, he also sucks as a head coach. Super Dave says, Chargers get a pass because someone named Easton Stick is now playing quarterback for them. Yeah. Chris Mesa says, by the way, if the Chargers weren't bad, Khalil Mack would have been Defensive Player of the Year. I also think this is a disservice to Justin Herbert, man. What is happening with the Chargers is actually we saw Easton Stick complete a pass to Quentin Johnston, a deep pass. So that was, who would have thought that would happen, right? Quentin Johnston actually caught a pass, a deep pass. So Andrew Davis says, I hate Pete Carroll, and I don't know why. I just don't like looking at him. It's probably all the gum chewing. You can hear it, right? Like when he's chewing. You can just hear the chewing. It's like, he's got the strongest jaw in the world. It's got to be in the world because he's constantly chewing that gum with vigor. It's throughout the whole game, and it's probably every other time he's not on camera. Dak Prescott airs it out downfield, caught by Brandon Cooks, who gets in the end zone. They're marking it down at the goal line. Wow, what a pass by Dak Prescott with 24 seconds left. What a pass by Dak Prescott. This is why Dak Prescott is in the MVP conversation, folks. This is exactly why. You don't see Brock Purdy play like this, right? You don't see Brock Purdy put his team on his shoulders like Dak Prescott is. Was he in? That was a beautiful throw. Oh, man, that let's see this angle. Yeah, okay, yeah, he's down at the goal line. Right at the goal line, like an inch from the goal line, he went down. Tim Daniel says they're done. I'm going to bed. Tim. Have a good night's sleep, man. Have a good night's sleep. Isaac hates Pete Carroll because he coaches the Seahawks. I'm the only one here like giving love and respect to Pete Carroll. This is less than half a yard short from the goal line. This is right at the goal line. Prescott takes the pass, floats this to the end zone to Brandon Cooks, and it's out of reach. Isaac says Purdy is MVP if you know it. I want to live in a world. I want to go find an Isaac from an alternate universe that isn't a San Francisco fan and ask him if Purdy is MVP. He's probably going to say no. He will probably pick the quarterback of the team that he supports in that universe. I can't believe that every Isaac in every universe supports the Niners. And I'm sure they exist in every universe. So does Pete Carroll, by the way. And he's beloved by millions in every universe, except Loco. Prescott back to pass out of the shotgun. Now he gets it to Michael Gallup over the middle. Quick release, touchdown. Dallas just pouring it on. Look at Jerry Jones. Look at Jerry Jones. He looks like a oh, wait a minute. Was there a flag? No. Yeah, there's a flag. Hold on. No flag again. So the refs are just throwing flags whenever anybody scores, just in case. They're like, what should we do? Should we say there's going to be a flag here? Should we call a flag? No. Okay. We won't do it. Second time that happened. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown reception of the year. Beautiful job by Dak Prescott. He's just moving this team downfield, man. He's looking good. Jalen Hurts has this look on his face like someone ate his lunch. And now he's going to go hungry until he gets home. That's what Jalen Hurts looks like right now. Updating the stream, man. I can't believe Dallas marched downfield and scored again. 24-6. This game is – so Philly is a good second-half team, though. Dallas comes out sloppy. Philly can make this up in a hurry. Philly can make this up in a hurry. Philly is like the Steelers. They started the year 11-0. They're better than the Steelers were that year. I think we were looking at the Steelers that year saying, yeah, the Steelers aren't for real. The Steelers aren't for real. The 10th consecutive drive, excluding kneel downs, that Philly's defense have given up points. That's a problem. It goes without saying, but that is a problem. Isaac said Philly's the second half team. We didn't see that in the Niners game. Yeah, well, the Niners just rolled them. That was like that was almost unfair. I feel like we can't count that team. It's like the Niners are so good. They're in a league of their own, and whoever wins and plays them in the NFC Championship game in the NFC East, that's like, that's their moral victory, just at least getting there. They should, just get a trophy for showing up there. Dak's got a massive vein in his neck. My God. So 20 seconds left before halftime. Jalen Hurts out of the shotgun from the 25-yard line, from the Philadelphia 25-yard line. And he will take the snap, and he gives it to DeAndre Swift, who goes up the middle. He's across the 30. Gets taken down at about the 31. He was across the 30 and then went back behind the 30, and they got taken down at the 31. That's the chain of events that happened there. Aubrey hit the crossbar at the kickoff. Oh man, yeah, his leg is sick. His leg is sick. Natasha Romanoff comes up with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I love your videos. Hope to see more Niner ones. Yeah, I appreciate it, Natasha. Well, the Niners will be there, especially with the way their season's going. There are going to be more Niners videos. And around Super Bowl time, around playoff time, all those playoff teams, who the Niners are obviously going to be one of those teams, you're gonna see them. Is what I'm getting at. But thank you so much for the tour. It's much appreciated. Hurts back to pass, throws this downfield. It's caught by A.J. Brown, and they're saying he was in bounds, saying he caught it. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. Catch on the field. Oh, on the replay shows his foot was on the line, so that is going to come back. So ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. 9 seconds left. Got to be a Hail Mary, says Isaac. A Hail Mary? The way this game's going, that's within. That only happens to the Jets, so I'm not even going to say that. Natasha says, I will always support my Niners. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Yeah, that's the way we are, right? We support our teams through thick and thin. And Niners fans have had some luck. I don't want to say luck. The Niners fan base has had a good string of success, is the way I should say it, over the decades. There haven't been too many bad moments. For the Niners, other than the Super Bowl loss to Kansas City, but they're typically pretty good. So we got halftime. I'm gonna throw the little halftime thing up on the screen there. 24-6. So Mike McCarthy saying containing the Eagles in the second half is going to be a challenge. He's saying all the right things. Got to contain their quarterback. He's absolutely right about that. I'm in full agreement with Mike McCarthy for the first time in my life, I think. We don't agree on a lot, but we do agree about that. So my computer is acting a fool again. I'm trying to update this halftime score. Alrighty. The problem with having a Jets game early is it takes my voice from me. My voice needs to be trained better. For win or lose, I'm going to be screaming. I think I've come to. I'm usually when I would watch Jets games, I would be screaming in my head, not out loud much. But I would be screaming in my head. We got a frozen stream here. It's all frozen. Okay. Once again, if you guys can hear me, I'll be right back. I will be right back. I'm back. Patrick Mahomes is complaining about a flag changing the outcome of a game at that point in the game. Is he serious? And now he's complaining about the. This is crazy. Mahomes is complaining about the refs making a call at that point in the game that changed the trajectory of the game. He was he was clearly offsides, and they're complaining about this, saying that this was bad. That is crazy. Reed cried too, yeah. And that's the thing, is he was clearly offsides. The Chiefs are saying, "Oh well, they really don't call that, but they've called it a lot this year. They really don't call it much, and to call that to change the game, blah blah blah." So what they're basically saying is, we want to be allowed to cheat. That's basically what they're saying, right? We should be allowed to cheat to win the game. That's the message that we're conveying here, Kansas City. The fact that they're complaining about a call changing the outcome of a game or altering the outcome of a game, whatever, affecting the outcome of a game, we'll say, is ridiculous, because it has happened the other way. I don't know how many times. It happened in the Jets game, happened the Bengals more than once. It has happened time and time again. And now the calls aren't going their way, and they're going to be the loudest voice. And Mahomes has to be held back because he wants to go yell in the ref's face. I mean, come on. Come on. That's insane. That's insane. And again, we had Stephon Diggs yelling at his quarterback, and people made a big deal about that. You don't yell at your quarterback. But Mahomes was screaming at a ref and wanted to charge him to where he got held back. He had to get held back. The ref had his back turned. He wasn't even paying attention. Mahomes had to be held back. And, in the studio, they're not saying anything about that. They're just talking about the reffing and whether or not Mahomes and Reed have a point. I think that's ridiculous. And how they beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Yes, Train Freak. Yeah. Questionable call at the end of the game near the goal line. I mean, that's how they beat the Chiefs. That's how the Chiefs beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. And to the credit of Eagles fans, by the way, I did not hear Eagles fans, I guess some of them, but they didn't make that big a deal of it. There were a lot of Eagles fans that I know, and their take was, yeah, I didn't agree with the call, but, we shouldn't have been in that position anyway. We should have had that game locked up. So, to be fair, the ref told Mahomes that Die Hard was only okay-ish, says Father Dismas. Well, then now I get it. Now I get why there was so much anger, because, okay. All right. So Mahomes does not need to apologize to anyone. Richard Hertzler, what's going on? TJ Rick says, LOL, Chiefs get all the calls. They do get all the calls. They do get all the calls. Eagles fans were complaining. What? Not that much. They weren't complaining that much. Not the Eagles fans I know. Anyway, I didn't see a ton of it on social media either. But that's crazy. Patrick is just a big baby. Loco says, I missed that. I lost it. Hold on. Loco says they cried all season. They even blamed the turf. That only affected them. Yeah, they've been crying a lot. For a team that's had this much success, to be as vocal when they lose like this, it's a weird look. I feel like they got the script and they're just being babies about it. Maybe the NFL was like, you know what, we can't do this whole Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift thing. It's too obvious. We can't do it. And now Patrick's mad. Isaac says the Chiefs fans he met were complaining so much. Yeah. Oh, all right. Natasha says, I bet you were happy when the Jets beat the Eagles. I know you're a Jets fan. We've had some luck. We've also had some injuries, some losses. Yeah, I was happy. We were here for that. We live streamed that game, and that was I was happy. I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised. I couldn't believe it. But again, that was another game where I wouldn't say Zach Wilson played well. He just didn't play poorly. But he didn't necessarily play well. This game, this is the first game I've seen him play well. this week was the first game I've seen him actually play well. If the Chiefs were bailed versus the Jets, the Broncos would be leading the if the Chiefs weren't bailed versus the Jets, which they were. I didn't want to bring that up, but they were. The Broncos would be leading in the AFC West. Loco, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Follow Aaron Joseph is here. Aaron Joseph is here. I hate to admit this. He is the resident 49ers fan, by the way, Aaron Joseph. I hate to admit this. He also thinks Iron Man can beat up Batman, but we'll forgive him for that. I hate to admit this, as the definitive residual 49ers fan of this channel and Discord server, it pains me to say I wish for Dallas to win this bout tonight, just like Iron Man would against the Batman. And you see, that's what I'm saying. He's got to throw the Iron Man Batman stuff in all the time. I think I've totally annihilated that argument. So why he keeps feeling the need to bring this up. And Aaron, I just want to preface this by saying I absolutely love you, and I'm glad you're here. And I'm always glad when you're here. But you need to stop with this nonsense. You need to stop with this nonsense. Because Tony Stark would be laying on the ground drunk trying to figure out how to operate his machinery, and Batman would just neutralize everything that he has on. It would be difficult for Tony Stark to defeat Batman, because Batman would have something in his utility belt to just destroy his weaponry. Take it out. Just take it out. And if he gets that, did you see what Submariner did to him, though, in Planet Hulk? Tony Stark got a little mouthy with Submariner. Submariner just ripped off his helmet. He charged him, ripped off his helmet, and dragged him underwater. And if it wasn't for Stephen Strange, Iron Man would have been toast. He would have been drowned. Submariner would have drowned him. But Stephen Strange put him in a little protective bubble and brought him out and was like, you got to stop this. So that's never happened to Batman, by the way. Never happened to Batman. First of all, Batman would not be dumb enough to mouth off to the Submariner. And the Submariner would respect Batman, by the way. So this argument is just silly. This argument is so silly. Iron Man beats Batman without any prep time and only in that context. Yeah. And that is not even, I would say that's still up for debate. That's still up for debate. And Aaron says, Richard Hertzler says to give Batman detention. You don't give Richard. Do you know who Batman is? You don't give Batman detention. You get right out of it. What are you talking about? It's not nonsense, for I speak truth, Rich. Truth, Iron Man is superior, just like the future telling device. Now you're going crazy because there is no device. Now I think you're just insane, Aaron. The resident Niners fan has lost his mind. And this is going to be a touchback on the kickoff. Namor would violate a lot of DC too. Yeah, he would, man. He would. Namor is sick. He's insane. Tony is too far advanced, says Loco. The real fight for Batman is Daredevil. No, I disagree with that. Batman has taken on actual metahumans and won. Tony Stark would not be a problem for him with prep time. And we got another flag. To start the third quarter, we got a flag already. Yeah, Isaac's saying it, Aaron. This is not a good look for you 49ers fans. You're a 49ers fan in Ohio, the meaning of insanity. So that's going to be on Dallas, it looks like. Flag. Already flags. First and 5. Ball's given to DeAndre Swift. He goes up the middle for about 7, and that's a first down. Money Mike Madness says there's a future telling device. The Red Queen has it. No, the Red Queen doesn't have it. If the Red Queen had it, I don't think she would know what to do with it. And DeAndre Swift is up the middle on 1st and 10. He gains about 5 on that, maybe a little more. Money Mike, what is your favorite team, by the way? You see, this is what Aaron Joseph is doing. He said repetition as a Dallas Cowboy down, injured. Repetition will make him see the truth. So not only is Aaron using a full-hearted tactic to try to trick me into saying Iron Man would win, he's telling me what his tactic is in the chat, which is a mistake Iron Man would probably make against Batman. Therefore, that would lead to his downfall. So, I mean, now I understand why you keep moving forward with this flawed argument of yours. Money Mike is a Steelers fan. We got another Steelers fan in the chat. We got a few Steelers fans here. Awesome. Nolan says, I hope the Cowboys lose this. They're getting too cocky. Getting too cocky? I feel like the Cowboys have been cocky forever, especially their fans. That's why there's that whole thing of people making fun of them for saying this is our year. It's been like that with the Cowboys. And Isaac says this tactic is why Purdy will win MVP. Man, Niners fans, except Natasha seems like the most logical Niners fan in the chat right now. Because Isaac and Aaron have clearly lost their minds. Isaac believes Purdy should win MVP. And Isaac, do you also believe Iron Man will beat Batman? Please tell me you don't believe that, Isaac. Because I'm going to have to ask SG to go to your room and unplug your internet connection or something. I would assume you guys are twins. You live in the same house, right? Aaron Joseph says, this is why he's rooting for Dallas. If they win, the Niners get the first seed and get the number 1 seed. I'm joking. I think CMC will win MVP. CMC over Purdy for MVP. I will give you that. CMC over Purdy for MVP. I'm down with that. Michael J says, if Dallas wins the number 1 seed, it just means they'll have to wait a week to get knocked out of the playoffs. Maybe. I mean, that's what we've seen, right? Dallas has fooled us many times. Many, many times. Many, 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 many times. Aaron says, I've got that Iron Man confidence. So that's like that, what is it? Like beer muscles. That's like 7 glasses of scotch in, that type of confidence. That's the only type of confidence Iron Man has. That, I just finished this bottle of Jack. Give me another one. Well, he drinks more expensive stuff than Jack. That is a first down for Philly, and DeAndre Swift takes that right to the Dallas Star in the center of the field. Money Mike says Batman beats the Avengers. He studies them from afar and ultimately beats them. He has a plan for every member of the Justice League to take them out. So that's not out of the realm of possibility. And Hurts back to pass. He gets the ball off to A.J. Brown. He fumbles the ball, and that's picked up by Dallas. That looked like a fumble. I don't think his knee hit or anything. A.J. Brown fumbles. Dallas takes over. Wow, Philly is unraveling. Philly is unraveling. Oh, yeah, man. That was stripped by Gilmore. And Dallas picks it up. Philly will take over at about midfield, about, I think, their own 45-yard line. Natasha says, comes up with the tour. Thank you so much, Natasha. Congratulations to your Jets when they beat the Eagles. And yes, congratulations to the Jets today as well. But thank you. Tony Pollard up the middle for a gain of none. Gain of 0. Yeah. Congratulations to the Jets indeed. Indeed. Thank you, Natasha. That is from the most rational Niners fan in the chat, by the way. The most rational Niners fan in the chat. Natasha Romanoff is rational. Unlike two other Niners fans in the chat who shall not be named, but one of them is more rational than the other. And I will name him. His name is Isaac. Aaron is just, he's lost it. Aaron's gone off the deep end. Dak Prescott throws this downfield. CeeDee Lamb is there. Oh, in and out of his hands. Man. CeeDee almost had a big gain there. That would have been a game changer. That would have been it, man. That would have been done. That would have been done. Aaron saying I'm slowly making my heel turn. Anyone got a chair? Aaron, like you're too nice, though. You're asking people, like a heel would just find the chair and hit somebody with it. He wouldn't ask any, excuse me, do you guys have a chair I can borrow? Please, I'll give it right back. Like, that's not the way a heel works. Come on, Aaron. I'm just going to use it for a second. I'll give it right back. Dak Prescott back to pass. Gets this ball out to Tony Pollard. That's about a gain of 5. I went with the safer of the 2 bets on defense in my fantasy league, but it looks like it was the wrong choice. Left the Dallas D on my bench and played the Baltimore D against the Rams. Yeah, that's a tough one. I probably would have played Baltimore's D against the Rams, too. I probably would have done that. 3 and out for Dallas. They could not capitalize on that turnover. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Isaac says, God, I hate Sunday Night Football. You know who else says that, Isaac? Someone else in the chat says that. His name, he goes by the name SG. I'm new to this heel thing. Well, you're not a heel yet. I mean, you can read up on it. You can study Kurt Hennig. He was a great heel. Obviously, Ric Flair. I would strongly suggest studying Scott Hall and Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper said I was bad before being bad was cool. I would start with those guys. Those guys are top heels. I would study them first. Then you can study early Jericho. Lionheart Chris Jericho is a great heel. Study him, and then you might be, on your way. You might be on your way. It's going to take a lot, though. A lot of things to look at. The heel uses brass knuckles. Yeah, right in his trunks. He just pulls them out. Then he either just tosses them aside, which is a mistake because sometimes the ref ends up seeing it afterwards because someone points it out. Someone might come down the aisle and say, look, those are there. And then the ref is like, and then they do this stuff, and then they overturn the victory, which I think is BS because if you didn't see it being used, it could have been planted there. You should go back. There should be instant replay where you would go back and review it, but sometimes the refs make bad calls in wrestling too. See, Aaron, Natasha, the sane Niners fan in the chat is telling you to knock it off. Isaac's telling him to see a therapist. Aaron's good people. But he's the craziest Niners fan I know. Michael J. hands Aaron a chair. No, Michael J., what are you doing? Aaron unfolds it and sits down and thanks him kindly. Aaron could be going the Bailey route. Not the best heel at first, but definitely grows into it very quickly. Yeah. He could grow into it. Super Dave knows what's up. Michael wants chaos. Yeah. It took Michael a while to find that chair, though. Michael was sitting there. Oh, you need a chair? Give me a second. Let me go find one. He gets up from the chair he's sitting in to go look for a chair. He finds one and gives it to Michael and then sits back down in the original chair he was sitting in. SG's quoting old skits again. Cole effing Komet. This guy says he lost because of Cole Komet. Cole Komet had a streak last year of pretty sick games, man. Dominic Mysterio's a great heel. Rey Mysterio, yeah. Rey Mysterio was in that whole Master P, even call it stable, when WCW was just unraveling and putting garbage on TV. It was like Rey Mysterio took the mask off and everything. He was supposed to be a heel, I think, then, but it wasn't very good. So I don't even count that as part of Rey Mysterio's career. I don't even count that. Hurts throws this downfield. That is incomplete. Rapper Cena was legendary. Yeah, Money Mike. I was never big into Cena, but some of that stuff was funny, but I was never big into Cena. I do remember Cena's first appearance, though, when he came out and beat Kurt Angle. First appearance in WWF. Inside run by DeAndre Swift for about a gain of 5. Isaac says, Rich, I can say that Tyreek Hill and Hurts will be the MVP if it would stop Aaron being crazy. So you will say, I don't know about Hurts. I know Hurts is in the conversation, but for me, it's Tyreek over Hurts. But so you would pick those guys over Purdy. Is that what you're saying? You would pick even Jalen Hurts over Purdy? So Jalen Hurts out of the shotgun on 3rd and 6. Takes the snap, gets the ball off. That is nowhere. That is incomplete. Devonta Smith wasn't even catchable. Wasn't even a catchable pass. Shane Giggle says, was an Ultimate Warrior and Bret Hitman Hart fan. Stopped watching after his death. Stopped watching after Warrior's death? Well, because Bret Hart's still alive, so I'm assuming. Richard said Hurts isn't ready, but he's close. Yeah, I know he's on the short list. I know he's on the short list, but I agree. I don't think he's seriously in the conversation. Oh, and this ball hits somebody. There's a flag. A bunch of Cowboys and Eagles saying nasty things to each other, I assume. Their body language suggests they're saying nasty things to each other. Horrible things, blasphemous things. Fair catch interference? Yeah, on the Eagles. Fair catch interference. That's got to be. It's got to be. Richard, I think Dak is ready this year, though. I think Dak is. That I would disagree with. Aaron, with the chair, gets RKO'd. Oh, man. Got some violence happening in the chat. Isaac says, if Purdy wins MVP, I will be the happiest man alive. And I will congratulate you, and then I will proceed to tell you why I disagree with that. Fair catch interference on the kicking team. As SG suggested, 11 minutes and 1 second left in this game in the third quarter. There's Santa Claus. Oh, man. There's Santa Claus. Oh, he's with Mrs. Claus. They're hanging out. They're in the back of a fire truck, it looks like. This Santa Claus does not look that authentic. I got to be honest. There was a Santa Claus at Epcot one year, and I have a picture of him on my phone, and I'm convinced that was the real Santa Claus. I mean, this was a couple of years ago. I had a tear in my eye because I said, that's him. He had that twinkle. You know that twinkle they talk about and say, like Santa has in his eye? This is the only time I've ever seen that. And the man's voice was impeccable. And I felt like I was 7 years old around him. I'm not even lying. And the Pro Football Angel will concur with the story. I had a tear in my eye, and I just stood there staring at him like, oh my God, I wanted to ask him for a Nintendo or something. And then one time a guy came into Starbucks when me and the Pro Football Angel were hanging out together, and he was dressed as Santa Claus. And I went up to get a napkin. He was next to me, and he looked pretty authentic too. And I thanked him for the Legend of Zelda that he got me back in the day. That I didn't think I was getting, and that Christmas I was very surprised. I just wasn't going to get it. Everybody was talking about, no, we can't get the Legend of Zelda. It's nowhere. And I just thought I was not getting that game. I just thought it wasn't going to happen, and I got it, and I was very happy. So I thanked him for that, which I liked that I had the opportunity to do that in person. So. Aaron Joseph took his CBD. Sorry, I blacked out there for what did I miss? Oh, so Aaron Joseph has a split personality, is what he's suggesting. He is the Jekyll and Hyde of the chat. So, Aaron, now that you are apparently in your right mind, Iron Man or Batman? You know what? Let's look at the chat. I mean, let's look at the not the chat. Sorry. Let's look at the poll. Let me get to the poll again. When I had to start the stream again, I lost touch with the poll here. So hold on. Let me see if the poll is still up. Give me a second here. I'm 44 subscribers away from 15,000. That's going to be a milestone. Very excited about that. The poll is 59-41. So we're going to end this poll. Dolphins versus Titans. That is the one that we are going to go with tomorrow. Dak Prescott back to pass, throws it over the middle. That's incomplete to CeeDee Lamb. Putting another poll. Okay, got another poll coming up. And there we go. There it is. Aaron says, don't do this to me, Rich. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry. Dak Prescott throws this out to Tony Pollard. That's incomplete. We got a 3rd and 10. Trade Freak says, I need context before their fight, before I decide. What kind of context are you looking for? You need like a storyline? I'll create one really quick. Batman is walking around Gotham City and he sees just someone flying overhead, and he decides to track whatever it is because he thinks it could be a UFO or something like that. Dak Prescott is sacked. He loses the football. It's picked up by Carter, and he gets in the end zone. And Philly just scores a defensive touchdown. Fletcher Cox on the sack, the strip sack, and Philly gets in the end zone. Well, look at this. Look at this. If Philly gets the 2-point conversion, we got ourselves a 10-point game. Let's take a look at this. Fletcher Cox gets back there. Dallas is unraveling now. And he just strips the ball. Yeah, that is a strip sack. That became a touchdown. Philly gets in. So they go for 1. So we've got a 24-13 game. Eagles defense comes up big time. Somebody said earlier that Dallas was going to get a sack for a touchdown, I think, right? Didn't somebody say that? Whoever that was, obviously cursed Dallas. Dallas is trying to battle through this curse now. I might have cursed Dak Prescott too earlier by all the MVP talk. These curses just float around, especially when it comes to NFL teams. They're like a virus. They just latch themselves onto whoever is being talked about, whomever is being talked about. By me, mostly. But I think it is extending to people in the chat. Some people in the chat, I think, are developing the power to curse teams. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Great power comes great responsibility. Isaac says the Eagles are like the Jets right now. We've got a 50. We got 10 votes. It's 50-50. Batman or Stupid Iron Man. Batman or Stupid Iron Man, and it's 50-50. Wow. Wow. It's a 50-50 poll. And when the Eagles play the Seahawks, we Niners fans will have to root for them. Yeah. Well, I rooted for the Patriots the other night. Rooted for the Patriots to win because I thought perhaps there was a chance that the Jets might lose out. And if they did, I wanted them to have the higher draft pick. But obviously, they've become the best team in the league in a short time. Let's take a look at my fantasy teams, by the way. I haven't taken a look at them yet. I think I am going to get the bye in this league. I'm losing now in that game because of stupid CeeDee Lamb and the stupid Dallas Cowboys defense. And the Packers defense tomorrow. Oh, God, I'm losing by 4 points. All right. So if it would be the Packers. If this stays, I have Jason Sanders and the Packers defense going up against DeAndre Hopkins. And I'd be down by 4 tomorrow. So I think that's a winnable game. But the team that I need to lose is getting blown out. They are. I can't imagine they're going to win. All they have is Deontay Wicks against Tyreek Hill tomorrow and Saquon Barkley, and they are losing right now by a lot, 150 to 88. So, yep, there we go. Rich, to be fair, I don't care if the Pats get a worse draft pick now. I don't care if the Pats get a better draft pick now, worse draft pick. The Jets are now one of the best teams in the league. So, taking that into account, I'm not worried about the draft next year. I'm worried about this season and Zach Wilson continuing his MVP performance. Game over game. There's the kickoff. 24-13. Dallas over Philly. And Dallas's offense is going to come out. They need to clean this up. They're getting sloppy now. Curse Prescott again. Philly needs it. I have no control over how the curse takes effect. I just say nice things. And it seems that might have power, but I can't confirm that. So I still believe Dak Prescott is an MVP candidate behind Tyreek Hill and CMC. So let's see what happens. Tony Pollard goes up the middle, and that's a gain of 5. Dallas will have a second and 5 coming up. Iron Man's suit would have basic protection against any common item Batman would have in his belt. Batman only wins if he knows about the fight ahead of time. So that's Train Freak. Train Freak, I think your judgment might be a little flawed. I mean, you are a Dolphins fan, from what I understand. So that suggests your logic would be flawed right off the bat. Tony Pollard takes the ball, and he will get a first down. 5 hard-fought yards for Tony Pollard. He gets a first down. Dude with the tour comes through and says, wait, Zach had 301 yards passing. Am I dead? Zach had a good game, man. This was the first time, dude, that Zach actually had a good game. The first game that I can honestly look at and say, you know what? That was a good game. Before that happened, it was always whenever he would have a game that we can look at and say, okay, well, that wasn't bad. That's all it was it wasn't bad. But this we can actually say it was a good game. Darius Slay breaks that up. We got 3rd and 10 for Dallas now. Oh, sorry, 2nd and 10 coming up for Dallas. Yeah, now Train Freak is on the Iron Man train. It's sacrilegious. Batman's winning the poll, by the way, 53 to 47%. I can only imagine that's going to grow. Dak Prescott, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Gives the ball to Rico Dowdle. Goes up the middle for about a gain of 4. And we've got a 3rd down coming up. And Dowdle is down. They're saying he's slow to get up. So it looks like he might be getting up. They're not showing us. They just said he's slow to get up, and then they cut away. We have a player hurt, and they're showing a Jalen Carter battle. So, okay. Looked like Dowdle hit his knee hard on the ground when he was going down. So, yeah, it looks like he's holding his knee or his hamstring or something, but that does not look good. If it was that easy to shut down Iron Man's suit, then anyone with basic technical knowledge would beat him, but that's not what we see. No, not basic technical knowledge, but Batman has beyond knowledge that is beyond. Batman in the Justice League, you have to remember, he has access to weaponry that he can utilize that would take down threats from other planets that can take down metahumans. He has access to this stuff, and he knows what to do with it. So Batman, I would believe, can take on a glorified, knight, I guess you can call him, right? A guy wearing armor, but instead of a sword and a shield, he happens to have little guns and whatnot. I don't think that would be much of a problem for Batman, considering the technology he has access to and how he knows what to do with it. And you have to understand, Batman isn't a guy who just gets lucky when he fights people, right? Batman isn't and I'm not talking about like year one, year two, like that kind of Batman. That's a different story. I'm talking about mature Batman, like crazy Batman that's mature, who's just in Batman mode all the time. That is the Batman that would take down Tony Stark in a heartbeat. Maybe it'd be a little bit of a battle. No, maybe. I don't know. But Batman's going to take him down. He's going to take him down. Loco says we're talking regular Batman. He's written different for Justice League. Yeah, but in Justice League, he is the mature version, which I just explained. He is a much more seasoned Batman. We're not talking about these, they'll continue these stories of like year one, year two, year three, whatever. He's meeting his rogues gallery. He's learning the ropes. No, we're talking about mature Batman versus mature Tony Stark. It's not a contest. It's not a contest. Tony Stark has a suit that Magneto can't do anything to. That's great. Good for him. Magneto is not Batman. Magneto has the power of magnetism. He has the power of magnetism. By the way, Magneto's, because magnetism is such a strong power, that's what makes him formidable. But we've seen Dr. Doom run circles around Magneto because he is just technically advanced and so much smarter than he is. So in a situation where Magneto is dealing with intellect, he's going to have issues. He's going to have issues. Cliff H says, I've seen mature Batman. Shut up. Stupid. So 3rd and 6. Here goes Dak Prescott. He gets this off to Ferguson, who's across the 40 in Philly territory. He gets across the 30-yard line. He is down to the 27. Big play by Jake Ferguson. Dak Prescott to Jake Ferguson, and Dak Prescott is marching the team downfield once again, looking like the MVP candidate that he is. Super Dave says, Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark are similar in some ways, both very rich people who came up with gadgets to help the people. The gadgets to help the people. One makes his gadgets as a suit, and the other makes all the gadgets. And the one with all the gadgets will reign victorious. Prescott 17-30 for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Gets the ball out to Tony Pollard. Pollard gets across the 25 down to the 21. Could Magneto affect Mjolnir? I don't believe so. That's a good question. Loco, you care to address that? Damn little flies. Doom would violate Batman on every single level. Oh, yeah, I agree with that. Doom would absolutely violate Batman. Adam West Batman would take down. Says, there he is. There's the creator of the Pro Football Demon logo right there. He says it all. Adam West Batman is the most prepared Batman, from what I understand. That is DC Comics canon. And do you like the Santa Claus hat, by the way? And my stream just crapped out again. Unbelievable. Loco says, I don't even like Iron Man, and I'm defending him. Or maybe you shouldn't. Maybe it is a fruitless endeavor on your part. Yeah, I don't think he can control Mjolnir. Mjolnir is stone, from what I understand. I don't think that's metal, right? That the part of his hammer is stone, isn't it? This is all stupid Geno Smith's fault. Yeah, I don't think the hammer is magnetic. Natasha's winning in her fantasy because she's rational. She probably drafted all players with good rationale. Like her drafting process was rational, unlike Aaron's drafting process, which was probably like, I'm going to take this guy because I think he could beat Batman. I mean, Aaron, come on. Now you think NFL players can beat up Batman? My God, you're insane. Can't believe you even said that. Dak Prescott. Oh, no, this is a replay. They're showing replays. 2nd and 19 for Dallas. Prescott is out of the shotgun. So here's what Loco Monkey has said about the Magneto situation. Magneto, I think, has controlled the electromagnetic field around Mjolnir. Mjolnir is made of Uru. I think I pronounced that correctly. Enrico Dowdle is back in. That's good to see. He gets taken down at about the 34. So we've got 3rd down coming up. 6:31 left in the 3rd quarter. Damn flies. These little flies, man. I take my dogs out. They sneak in sometimes, like these little tiny flies that hang out around here. Sometimes they get in. When I have these lights on, they get in my grill, and I don't like it. Google claims Magneto can move the hammer. Oh, okay. Let me ask ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT says. Dak Prescott back to pass on 3rd and 15. He's going to run, and there's a flag, another flag. See if this is on Dallas. They just keep getting pushed back. Can Magneto use his power to control Mjolnir? Mjolnir. I gotta type it out. And, you know what's so stupid is it started out not typing it out the right way, and then when I went to delete it, it just changed it to the right thing, but I deleted it already. Stupid. So Dak Prescott, 3rd and 25 now. That penalty was on Dallas, and that's pushing them back. They're out of field goal range. Oh, maybe not out of field goal range with the way this dude kicks. Pitches it out to Pollard. He's going to get up to about the 41, so we're going to have about a 57, 58-yard attempt here on 4th down. In most Marvel comic storylines, Magneto's powers are usually depicted as having control over magnetic fields or manipulation of metal objects. Mjolnir, Thor's enchanted hammer, is made of a mystical metal called Uru and is not inherently magnetic. Therefore, traditionally, Magneto would not be able to control or manipulate Mjolnir using his magnetic powers as he would with regular metallic objects. Mjolnir's magical properties and enchantments make it immune to conventional manipulation by magnetic forces. There's the answer. That's the official answer. And here's the kick. That's a 59-yarder. This dude is just ripping him, man. This dude is ripping him. 27 points for Dallas. This kicking game. Remember when Dallas couldn't get an extra point? Now this dude's just kicking them from all over the place. They've been blessed. They've been richly blessed with a kicking game. One day he will be better than Greg the Leg Zuerlein. One day. This guy's right there. This guy's right there. Unbelievable. So this dude grew up a Cowboys fan. And now he's kicking for the Cowboys. Just drilling 60-yarders like it's nothing. Wow, crazy. Do the Jets have a chance of making it to the playoffs? Yeah, they're not mathematically eliminated. So ChatGPT is wrong. I can find panels with Magneto affecting it. But is it in the main Marvel continuity, right? Is that in the 616 universe? Because if it's not, then that just means that someone wrote a story as like an Elseworld or a What If or whatever. Recently learned that Plastic Man is one of the hardest people to kill in comics. Oh, that's interesting. Loco has spoken. And this dude's kicking field goals on kickoffs. I think he just split the uprights on that kickoff. Explain to me that Magneto cannot control Mjolnir as if you're Jesse Pinkman. Yo, so like Magneto's got this crazy ability to control metal stuff, right? But here's the deal. Here's the deal, yo. Mjolnir, that's Thor's hammer. It ain't your typical metal, yo. It's made of the super special Euro metal, and it's got these insane magical enchantments. So, like Magneto's powers, they're all about manipulating regular metal using magnetism, but Mjolnir, man, it's totally on another level. It's enchanted and stuff. So even Magneto can't just wave his hand to control it. Jalen Hurts throws it over the middle to A.J. Brown. That's a first down. That's about a 16-yard gain. That hammer's got its own rules, and magnets ain't going to cut it. That's Jesse Pinkman telling you, and you don't argue with Jesse Pinkman. Money Mike says, favorite supervillains, Dr. Doom, Joker. Two of my favorites. Venom, before he was the Lethal Protector, was awesome. DeAndre Swift up the middle. Gets about 7 on that. Let's see what Loco sent me. Loco texted me a comic book panel. It's like he had it ready to go. By Odin's beard, not even heaven-forged Mjolnir is immune to his mutant power. Oh, look at that. The comic panel has spoken. If you can see that. Look at Magneto and look at Thor. That force is pushing Thor back. Wow. All right, Loco. Well played. Well played. Brotherly shove. First down by Hurts. They almost got like 5 yards on that. Father Dismiss says, Mjolnir can generate electromagnetic energy, which makes me think it should be affectable by the same. That's a valid point, Father. That is a valid point. But I think Loco just destroyed this whole argument in that favor by showing us this comic battle. This is an older comic, though. Things have changed. Look at Iron Man, though. Look at this. The guy that you think is going to beat Batman. Look at him. No! Oh, God, no. Come on. That guy's going to beat Batman. Batman will be standing there like, get out of here, Magneto. Dallas Goedert with the first down and more. Gets about 15. Iron Man looks like he's about to cry in that panel. Isaac says, SG, it's Aubrey range now, not Tucker range anymore. It is Greg the Leg Zerline. Every range is Greg the Leg Zerline range. And then, we can talk about those other guys. DeAndre Swift up the middle for no gain on 1st and 10. We got 2nd down and about 11 coming up. Lobo and Mr. Freeze. Lobo is really an anti-hero, though. He's not really a villain. So Nick Sirianni, there were Eagles fans outside with a sign that said run the ball, and he sent coffee out to them. That's very nice. Very nice. It would have been cooler if he brought it out himself. Jalen Hurts throws this downfield to Devonta Smith. It's in the end zone, and he couldn't come up with it. Oh, got 3rd and 11 coming up. Man. Batman, by the way, won the poll 73% to 27%. We're going to end that poll right now because I don't want to embarrass Iron Man any more than we already have. 73%. 73%. Natasha Romanoff says Wonder Woman could have Iron Man. By the way, Loco is a big Wonder Woman fan. So he will we can defer to him on this if there's any type of argument. Let's see. This is caught by A.J. Brown. He gets 2 yards. Wonder Woman could have Iron Man on his knees with her lasso of truth. He wouldn't be able to stop himself from speaking the truth. LOL. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Money Mike says I accidentally clicked Iron Man because I couldn't see the options. Well, Batman still torched them. Almost a disaster for SGs playing against Devonta Smith. So we've got Nightwing or Miles Morales. Oh man, that's tough. Oh man, in a fight, it's going to be Miles Morales. But who do I like better? I'm going to say Nightwing. Devonta Smith on 4th and 9, catches the ball, only gets 2 yards. This Dallas D holds, and Philly's going to march right off the field, and Dallas is going to take over. Yeah, Miles destroys Nightwing. It's not a contest. Hulk wins almost every fight, man. Hulk is ridiculous. That whole Superman Hulk debate is not even a debate. Superman wouldn't know what to do at one point. He would just be like, okay, I'm done. Superman destroys Doomsday. Not Superman. Hulk destroys Doomsday. Hulk is scary powerful. So I'm going to do an MVP candidate poll. Hold on, this is going to be good. We've got Rico Dowdle up the middle for about 3 on 1st and 10. So let's do an MVP candidate poll. All right, here we go. Here is the new poll. Who should be NFL MVP? We got 4 options there for you guys. Navy EMT, what's up, brother? Come through with the 2 where Deadpool can beat them all. Deadpool has killed the Marvel Universe, and he's going to kill the Fox Universe. I can't wait for this new Deadpool movie to come out, by the way. This Deadpool movie is going to be insane. This is going to be the movie that puts Marvel, the MCU, back on the map. Loco, do you agree with that? We haven't discussed this movie, by the way. But I think it's going to be the movie to put Marvel back on the map. I am very, very excited about this Deadpool movie. And from all the things I'm hearing about it, it's going to be, even though it is technically a Disney movie, it's going to be pretty violent. It's going to be pretty violent. Money Mike, you see the poll? All right. Logo doesn't think, he doesn't think Deadpool's going to be good. Oh, my gosh. I don't know what to do with you anymore. It's so cynical now. Because they do one good and then a shitty. Yeah, but you made me curse because you said the S word. But here's the thing, Loco, is that Kevin Feige is going to be overseeing everything again. And when we last saw him do that, that's when everything was great back in the day. It's when they started oversaturating things because that guy who was CEO of Disney before they brought the other guy back, Iger, he just wanted content. He didn't care. He wanted quantity over quality. And then Iger came back and said, no, we're going to do it the other way. We don't want to put out that much because, it was too much for Kevin Feige to keep an eye on. It was just too much. Now he's going to keep an eye on everything. That's why they started pushing back dates on things so that they can release them. You get a couple movies a year, maybe a show, special presentation instead of, 6 shows, 3 movies, 2 special. It was insane. You couldn't keep up with it. Does that make Deadpool a Disney princess? The mouse won't allow him to be Deadpool. I think they are going to allow him to be Deadpool. I think they are going to allow not the the Deadpool I think that was in the Fox movies wasn't Deadpool from the comics. It wasn't, that was a little overkill, I think. This pass is to Ferguson, and he will lose on 2nd and 7. He will lose a couple yards. So we're going to have a 3rd and about 10. Let me see. What is going on with this poll right now? CMC is leading the poll. Purdy is over Dak and Tyreek. Yeah, what is happening right now? What is happening right now, Hero Villain? I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. Can't believe Dallas got so far ahead in the first half. I can't believe it either, Red X. Cannot. There's a flag again. That's going to be on Dallas. Oh, and that was for Brandon Cooks. That was almost picked off. And there's Red X Powers belt again, ladies and gentlemen. Just figured I'd show it since he is making his appearance known again in the chat. Offsides on the offense, on the defense. Sorry, so that was a free play. Jalen Carter was offsides. We're in the fourth quarter. Whoa, we got to update that too. Got to update that. That third quarter went by pretty quickly. These damn flies are pissing me off. Dak Prescott on 3rd and 4 on their own 35-yard line. Takes the snap, launches it across the middle, and that is caught by CeeDee Lamb, and that's a first down. That is a first down. CeeDee Lamb going over the middle like the great Michael Irvin. So there we go. We are in the fourth quarter. I'm getting text messages. And Rico Dowdle goes up the middle. He gains about 4 on this. So we got second down coming up. Star Wars is making a turnaround. I have some hope for Marvel. Yeah, Marvel's going to be fine. Loco's a little cynical. Loco and I could write a comic series. I would be totally into that. I would be totally into that. Until they fix the damage they've done to Hulk, I have zero faith in the decision making. Yeah, that was unfortunate. They did do Hulk dirty, and his son in that She-Hulk show just looked ridiculous. Scar is an awesome character. They made him look like a goofball. Dak Prescott throws this over the middle, and that is incomplete on 2nd and 6. We got 3rd and 6 coming up. Navy EMT says, where is Rodgers on the poll? We all know he will come back next week and lead the Jets to a Super Bowl ring. Yeah, we do know that. No, but he's not going to have to because Zach Wilson's going to do that. Zach Wilson's going to lead them to a Super Bowl. Speaking of Michael Irving, is he going to cover the Super Bowl or is that all behind him? I don't know. I don't know much about that situation. Dak Prescott on 3rd and 6 takes the snap out of the shotgun. That's batted away. And there's a flag. Oh, man. That was intended for Turpin. Bradbury's going to get charged with the flag. It's going to be pass interference. It's going to be a new set of downs for the Dallas Cowboys. So let's see. Oh, Bradbury wrapped his arm around him a little bit. I feel like that could have gone either way, but yeah. Yeah, that's going to get called. Oh, okay. I just remembered that Batman hacked Cyborg when they first met, so I'm inclined to reverse my vote. You see that, Train Freak? Look at that. Batman's a little more capable than you gave him credit for. I expect an apology. Oh, you did apologize, technically. You're reversing your vote. And Tony Pollard goes up the middle for 4. But the poll is no longer active. And we know that Batman had 75% of the vote, so I feel like that might have swayed you too. Marco says, holy F, another flag. Wilson is going to need next week off to recover from celebrating. No violence. Oh, no. I think he's got his head on straight now. CMC is still winning the poll. Purdy is in 2nd, and Dak and Reek are tied for 3rd. Man, I can't believe Purdy is up there. We got 2 Niners leading that poll. Now the ball, Ferguson leapfrogs an Eagles defender and gets the first down at 1st and 10. That's about a 12-yard gain. Kansas City needs to write an apology letter after today's game. Kansas City, I think Patrick Mahomes needs to write an apology letter for trying to charge a referee. Wow. That was a hell of a leap, man. These tight ends are athletic. Man. Hero Villain says, Loco, are we making a comic series or not? Rich said he would want to see it. Yeah, I get a free copy, though. I get a free copy, and then I will promote it on the channel. How's that? For a small commission. Dak Prescott throws this ball out to Brandon Cooks. 45%. It's about a gain of 7 on 1st and 10, so we're going to have the 2nd and 3, which I think is fair. 45% is more than fair. Jake Ferguson was one of my favorite prospects in the 2022 draft, says SG. Glad to see him flourishing. Yeah, he's a heck of a prospect. Oh, Hero Villain agrees to the terms. 45% of the proceeds go to the PFD for promoting the comic on the channel. Batman might be able to be Beast if he can get the Yellow Lantern ring back. To be a Beast is what Navy AMT is saying. Up the middle, Pollard runs on 2nd and 3 and gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. Was Batman hacking Cyborg from an alternate universe? I don't know. Nick Sirianni does not look happy. Darkseid only respects Batman. You see that? Shane giggles. There you go. That tells you everything you need to know. Loco was reading the New Gods, too. Fairly recently. Prescott back to pass. Speaking of Darkseid, throws this downfield, and that is almost caught by Brandon Cooks. That's another one intended for Brandon Cooks in the end zone. Can't come up with it, and he's hobbling a little bit. So we got 4th and 3. There's going to be another field goal. I'm just going to change it now. I'm just going to update the score now because we know this dude's not missing this. $45-yard field goal attempt. Should be no problem. Look at this. He just splits these. It's a shame for him that Greg the Leg Zerline's in the league. Otherwise, he'd be the best kicker in the league right now. Absolute shame. Poor kid. 30-13. Look at Jerry. You see, he knew they were going to win. Look at his face. See how happy he looks? Is there a superhero movie that they haven't made yet that they should? Lobo, I think, would be a cool movie. I think Lobo would be a fantastic movie. We should get so you're saying a movie that they haven't made. I was going to say like a legitimate version of the Justice League, but you can't say that because technically it's been made already. But Lobo, I think, would be a good movie, especially with Jason Momoa as Lobo. What else? I think a Nightwing movie would be good. They haven't done that. Hero Villain says he saw Aubrey play in the USFL. Did you know he was going to be this great? Were you looking at this guy like, man, this guy should be in the NFL? Where Darkseid's Omega rays affect Galactus? Let's ask ChatGPT that. Would Darkseid's Omega rays affect Galactus? These are the DC characters, Darkseid and Galactus. All right, let's see what they say. Darkseid, Omega Ray, and Galactus are characters in DC Comics. Darkseid is a powerful villain. Blah, 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 blah. Omega beams are one of his signature moves, which are energy beams. If Darkseid were to unleash his Omega beams on Galactus, it's uncertain how effective they would be against him. Galactus is an immensely powerful being with control over cosmic energies and possesses incredible durability and regenerative abilities. It's important to note that the effectiveness of one character's powers against another often depends on the specific storyline, the context, and the way the characters are portrayed in their respective comic book universes. In a hypothetical scenario, Darkseid's Omega beams might cause some damage to Galactus, but due to Galactus's cosmic level powers and resilience, it's possible that he could withstand or even absorb such attacks. Ultimately, battles between characters of such cosmic magnitude are often subject to creative direction and writers, blah, 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 blah. The Death's Head movie would be sweet, yes. Yes, Death's Head is, and he speaks beautifully, Death's Head. That is an underrated character right there. Death's Head would be cool. Death's Head would be cool. Galactus would eat Apocalypse. Hero Villain says his leg was dead accurate and better than most NFL kickers. The team he was on won the title by the inaugural year. Black Noir versus Batman. Black Noir is virtually, well, I don't want to say virtually. I don't know that Batman would be able to hurt him. So Hurts throws this out to A.J. Brown for a gain of 6. That would be interesting. I don't know that Batman would be able to hurt him because he could probably subdue him in a way, though. I would have to think of how he could do that. All right, let me ask. Father's got a good question. Could the Wonder Twins actually defeat anyone? Could the Wonder Twins in the DC universe actually defeat a viable villain from that universe? Question mark. The Wonder Twins, Zan and Jaina, I know that they're comic book characters. It largely depends on the specific abilities of the villain they face, is what it's saying. They've occasionally been portrayed as resourceful and clever in certain storylines. Against certain adversaries, especially those with weaknesses that the Wonder Twins could exploit or outsmart, they might have a chance of success. However, when facing extremely powerful and formidable foes in the DC universe, they might find it challenging to defeat them on their own. So that's a non-answer. It's like, maybe. We'll see. Depends. Spider-Man 2099 versus the Punisher. Man. You have to give that to Spider-Man. I mean, the Punisher's basically a guy who's just good at war. So Natasha says, let's go Cowboys. You got 9 minutes, 35 seconds left, and then you can officially celebrate. I'm going to take that as a no. Father dismiss. Yeah. It's like, well, I mean, they have some ability, but who knows? 2nd and 4. Jalen Hurts throws this over the middle, and that is caught by Slim. And he is, Dallas is throwing him around. That's a first down. You got about 10 on that. What would be a good, I feel like, I believe one of the most powerful characters ever in comics was Venom Hulk. That was insane. And this is out to A.J. Brown. He gets a gain of 10. And Philly's moving the ball with 8:48 left on the clock. He got out of bounds. Philly is on the 47-yard line, the Dallas 47. Jalen Hurts takes the snap out of shotgun, throws it to A.J. Brown again. He gains about 3 on that. 4, 1, 2. No, it's about 3. So we should have a 2nd and 7 coming up. There's a Slim Miles Morales comic cover that's badass. Really? Let me look that up. Or text it to me if you can, Loco. So I'm not here like typing stuff up. If you can find it, if you would be so kind, then I'll show the people. Kenny Gainwell goes up the middle, and he is stopped about 2 yards shy of the first down marker. So we should have a 3rd and 2 coming up. This could be brotherly shove territory here. Could be brotherly shove territory. And Roger Goodell wants to ban the brotherly shove. Yep, it is. I mean, because they get like 5 yards on this, man. They just push him forward. There's a flag. Another flag. Flag. Let's see what this is. Natasha Romanoff says, Niners-Jets Super Bowl would be a great game. I concur, and will make it even better is if Sam Darnold was somehow the quarterback. I'm not wishing for a Brock Purdy injury or something. That would just be a great story. Offside on Philly. Wow, that's a killer. After getting the first down on the brotherly shove. Thank you for the tour, Natasha. Thank you for the tour. Loco just texted me that image, so I'm going to send that to you guys. I'm going to show you guys that. Thank you to everyone supporting the channel tonight. This is a fan-funded stream. Very rarely will you ever see sponsors on here unless they are worth your time, unless I think they're worth your time. They have to do a lot of convincing. Jalen Hurts back to pass, gets the ball out to A.J. Brown, and that's a first down on 3rd and 6. So after the penalty, Philadelphia is still able to reclaim that first down that they lost on the penalty. Both Kelce's got hit with offensive offsides. So Loco sent me the Slim Reaper Miles Morales. Oh, that is pretty dope. Let's see if you guys can see it. You see that? Look at that. That's pretty cool. Jalen Hurts gets it to the Slim Reaper as I'm holding this on the screen. He takes it down to 12, and he loses the football. Oh, man, this just cursed him, Loco. We just cursed the Slim Reaper. We just cursed Devonta Smith. Oh, my God. What did we do? I'm so sorry, Eagles fans. What did we do? And I think I lost my contact. Did I? No, it's there. Let's see. Did he lose the football? He lost the football. Man, I can't believe as I'm showing this. And Michael J. dropped the phone, and the corner fell on his eye. What is happening? What is happening right now? The world is ending. Oh, my God. Yet another successful Jodice curse, says SG. I don't know. I wasn't even trying to. I was just trying to show you something cool. All right, well, we're going to show you Bo Jackson with the Avengers. Hopefully we don't get a notification that Bo Jackson's been arrested or anything, but look at that. That's pretty cool. And he's holding Mjolnir? What? That's fake. That can't be. That's got to be. They had the computer generate. That can't be a real photo, right? That's not really Bo Jackson. He can't be holding Mjolnir. I don't believe it. Elmo's World is here. What's up, Elmo? Wow. Congratulations on the beautiful Jets victory. Zach Wilson has now become the best quarterback in the NFL, just so you know. You have that Bo Jackson. Oh, I remember Batman. I Am Batman sent that to you, didn't he? I think you sent me the photo of it when you got it. I think he sent that to you, if I remember. Natasha Romanoff says, thank you from a Niners fan. Cursing the Eagles. Well, now my cousin Nick's wife, Lorraine. Her name is Lorraine too, like the bird. You believe that? They share the same name. She is an Eagles fan. I apologize to Lorraine for cursing them with the picture of Devonta Smith I put up on. I was holding on screen as he's running, and I continued to hold it on screen, and then he fumbled. That was totally my fault. Totally my fault. Tell her I apologize. Hulk respects Spider-Man because he can go toe-to-toe in a fist fight. In a fist fight, Hulk wins because of his healing. In a fist fight, Hulk wins because the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets, and he eventually just pummels you into dust. But Spider-Man, when he had his cosmic powers, it was a McFarlane issue, did send the Hulk into orbit with a punch. Sent him right into orbit. Elmo's World says, we can possibly get the 5th seed if we win out and the football gods help us in a positive way for once. I'll tell you, if the defense keeps playing that way, there's a movie, by the way. They're showing a preview for a movie where Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell is a bad guy. I'm not buying it. Found, it's a TV show, I guess. Zach Morris is a bad guy. Like, no, now things are just getting ridiculous. He can never be a bad guy. He's not scary. Devonta Smith. I'm sorry, dude. I can't believe I hope he never finds this stream and blames me for what just happened. If the defense keeps playing like they are and the offense can put points on the board, and the schedule is not bad. So let's just hope that Tony Pollard gets no gain on that first down, on that first carry. So let's just hope that Nathaniel Hackett keeps, being this aggressive with his play calling, or he doesn't fall back into what he was doing, because he did some things today that I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. But also, the Texans run a similar offense to the Jets because, their head coach is basically a solid disciple. So another thing is that Zach Wilson recognized some things. It's the stuff that he sees in practice a lot. So was it part of that? I don't know. But we just have to see more from Zach Wilson. I liked what I saw, though. I liked what I saw from the offensive line. Up the middle, Tony Pollard for a gain of 5. I liked what I saw from the offensive line. They bought him time, and he was able to sit in that pocket and just sling it, man. So hopefully. Hero Villain, send me an email, profootballdemon@gmail.com. Money Mike with the $5. Thank you so much, dude. Look at the Eagles with hope. They need 18 points, 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, and a field goal to be up by 1. Cue Cowboys fans screaming frauds tomorrow. That's a tall order with 5 minutes left. That's a lot of weird happenings. But Dak Prescott launches this downfield, and it's caught by Michael Gallup. Dak Prescott's arm got hit on that, and they're saying that's a catch. And that is down to the 44-yard line of Philadelphia. Dak Prescott's arm looked like it got hit, and the ball was a bit of a duck, and looks like it caused it to be underthrown. No, his arm didn't get hit. He got hit as he threw it. Okay. It looked like in real time, it looked like his ball got hit. But Michael Gallup makes a fingertip catch, man. That was a beautiful catch by Michael Gallup. Thank you, Money Mike, so much for the $5. Doesn't look like your prediction there, or your bad juju that you were trying to get out there is going to take effect. But there's another flag after Ferguson got about a 7-yard gain on a little pass. Money Mike Madness. So Money Mike Madness, thank you so much. Like I said, this is a fan-funded stream. I have I keep a spreadsheet of all of these donations, and that's how we get the champions. That's how we get to the champions. I just keep a donation of an account of everyone who's donated, so I appreciate it. Breaking news, Bo Jackson just stabbed his pinky toe. We just cursed Bo Jackson. Oh, my God. Loco, don't send me any more comic covers with athletes on them, because it's a bloodbath now. Browns D is real. That might be a loss. The Jets D is real, too. So, I mean, that game could go either way. Jets D is real. And they can get to Joe Flacco. They can the Bears don't really have – I'm sorry, the Browns don't really have, Elijah Moore. What's that be, a Joe Flacco? That'll be a Joe Flacco, Elijah Moore. I can't even say it. Oh, Joe Flacco, Elijah Moore revenge game. I can smell it. Tony Pollard up the middle for the first down. Dallas gets a 1st and 10. Damn it, Father, why'd you have to upset me today? On the day I'm so happy. I have the good father, resident Steelers fan, just gave me something to fear in my future. Unbelievable. Now my heart's in my throat. Can we get a wellness check on Kermit? Yeah. What is going on with Kermit, by the way? Like all good champions, though, I think he's defended his title a lot, and he might be taking a little hiatus. Dak Prescott, 1st and 10. Takes the snap. Gives it to Tony Pollard up the middle for a gain of 2. They are at the Philly 31. We got 2nd down coming up. Joe Flacco is back. He might be exhausted by the time we get to that game, though. So, Super Dave says, disappointed I won't be able to be here for the Thursday and the Monday streams for a few weeks. It's all right, Super Dave. It's all right. I appreciate you being here, man. I know not everybody can be here all the time. I appreciate any time you guys can pop in, man. It's cool. If you could just pop in, like the stream, if you only have a minute or so, that's cool too. But I appreciate all the support, guys. I really do. It's humbling. It's humbling. And I love you guys. I really do. When I say that, I mean that. Dak Prescott gives the ball to Tony Pollard. That is a gain of 5 about on 2nd and 8, maybe 4. So it should be about a 3rd and 4 coming up. And Tasha Romanov with the tour says, I believe in your Jets, have faith. Well, that feels very nice. That feels very nice, especially coming from a rational 49ers fan. That feels nice that someone outside of Jets fandom has faith in them, because most of us don't. Most of us don't. We're just so used to the craziest things happening, though. So a Joe Flacco, Elijah Moore revenge game, but that's just, you say to any Jet fan that could be a possibility, they're going to sit there and say, "Oh my God, yeah, no, you're totally right." Like, we just see these things coming from a mile away. We see them coming from a mile away, right? Elmo's World will tell you. Elmo's World's a Jets fan. Tell her, Elmo's World. Tell her. It did the Elijah Moore, Joe Flacco thing just not scare the bejesus out of you? I mean, if you say no, then you're a better man than I am. Gotta love how Pat Mahomes is saying the offsides was the worst call he's ever seen. Did he say that? Ironic he says that, because back in week 4, the refs bailed his team out on that phantom holding call. Yeah, and we have had countless. We went over them before. We've had countless occurrences of the Chiefs getting call after call after call. So, Patrick, please. I mean, come on. That'd be typical Jets, those Elmos were. You see that? He did a little LMFAO. He did a little LMFAO because, that's all you can do is laugh. You laugh because you're like, yeah, no, I can totally see that happening. And then you cry to yourself because you're like, oh my God, I hope it doesn't happen. HJWS says, okay, I'm relaxed now. And he puts a little cowboy, a little cowboy emoji. I got to show you that. Look at that. It took you this long to be relaxed? I mean, I feel like I was relaxed at halftime with this team. It just didn't look like Philly had it tonight, man. Didn't look like Philly had it tonight. Money Mike says, meanwhile, us Steelers fans are all in cardiac wings after every game. So Money Mike Tomlin, I don't know if you were here when we had this discussion. Do you want to keep Mike Tomlin? Please let me know. Natasha, this is the one thing that I'm going to disagree with Natasha. I'm not going to disagree with, she says, Rich, I've been there as a Niners fan. We've been there before in these slumps. You have had slumps as a Niner fan, so I'll agree with that, but not to this extent. So it's not the same. I'm sorry. I don't want to be the guy who's like, my life is worse than yours. My life is great, but the football life we're talking about, strictly football life. But I'm going to be. Football life-wise, the only ones that can maybe – Dak Prescott is rolling out on 3rd and 4. Hassan Reddick chases him down, sacks him. We're going to have another field goal coming on. This is going to be – I'm just going to put the points up already. The only fan bases – that can identify, because somebody, we've been there, and I get it. You think you've been there, but you haven't felt this pain. The only fan bases that can truly identify with what the Jets fans have gone through are Browns fans for sure, Lions fans for sure. Now, the Lions are sitting at the cool kids table right now. They don't want to sit with us in the Browns anymore. They're hanging out at the cool kids table, so F them. But those two fan bases can say, when they talk, I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys get it. You guys get what I've been through. And I will even go as far as saying Minnesota Vikings fans, I will listen to. Not Bills fans. Minnesota Vikings fans, I will listen to. I will say you maybe, like, there's an argument you can make. There's an argument to be made that you guys have had it as bad as we have. There's an argument, but the only thing that I would say to combat that is you've had good teams, though. Like, we've gone forever without good teams. Minnesota tends to have a good team, but they just get screwed in the weirdest ways. So that's what opens the conversation for them. Money Mike says, jettison Mike Tomlin on space, and then he puts a rocket ship. Oh, my God. I can't believe that Steelers fans want him gone. I am beside myself with that because, as I've said it many times. You don't want to get it. You don't want to be in head coach purgatory, where you Loco's sending me more attachments here. I wonder if he's trying to curse any more players. Let me see. You don't want to be in head coach purgatory. You don't. Do not want to be in head coach purgatory because oh man, the Loco's got he's got the Avengers Bo Jackson cover. He actually owns it, and then he's got a certificate of authenticity. Wow, that's crazy. But you don't want to be in head coach purgatory, and you could be. So right now you're in quarterback purgatory, but then you combine that with head coach purgatory because if Tomlin had a capable quarterback, you guys would be fine. Absolutely fine. You guys are a 10, 11, 12, maybe 13 win team, perhaps, with Tomlin as your coach and a stud quarterback. You guys are a good team. With Freiermuth, that running game, more so Jalen Warren than Najee Harris, but George Pickens, who can make one-handed catches, just whenever. Deontay Johnson, I'm not a big fan of Deontay Johnson, but he gets separation. You give him a stud quarterback, he'll be effective. We've seen him, be good. So I mean, you are absolutely a playoff team. Absolutely, Drink. You are a playoff team. I gave them the points already, by the way, because he's going to drill this. So getting rid of Tomlin, I think would be. I think you're going to look at that team and say, oh man, what do we do? Because if you get into coach purgatory, now you're in coach and quarterback purgatory, and I've been there forever, and it's just a horrible place to be. You don't want that. This guy just drills these like it's nothing. It looks so easy for him. My God. I see a good number of Steelers fans wanting Fields. That would be interesting. I think Justin Fields is a fine quarterback. They will have the first overall pick. I don't, if you can, depending on what you can get for Justin Fields, I mean, you're in a great position there because then you're still going to have another top 10 pick, maybe even top 5 pick. And then you get another first for Justin Fields. So you get a quarterback with a first pick, then you have another top 5 or 10 pick. And then would you get a first for Fields? I don't know if you get a first for Fields. Maybe a second. I don't know. But you get a second. I mean, you get that draft capital for Fields. I mean, you'd be in good shape. Now you could trade that pick for a haul, but then you're saying, well, we believe in Justin Fields. Now, I think Justin Fields is fine. I think Justin Fields is a good quarterback. But is he elite? You have an option for one of these guys, Caleb Williams, who people are saying is going to be elite, and Drake May, who some people actually believe is better than Williams. I happen to be in that category, but we'll see. But that could be a disaster of epic proportions. If you pass on those guys, you trade that pick and they turn out to be studs. Even if one of them do, because you had the first pick, and it's like, well, you could have had him. And then Justin Fields, continues to fizzle out. And saying continues to fizzle out is, I guess that's a little unfair because we can't make that determination. But good night, and Vic. I'll see you tomorrow. Getting a third or fourth for Fields. The Jets got a second for Sam Darnold, man, from Carolina. So 1:08 left. This game is all but over. All but over. We don't even need to do play-by-play anymore. Cry Eagles crying is a picture of Nick Sirianni crying. These Dallas fans are clever. So clever. Richard says, when you play like crap, you aren't going to win anything. Yeah, that's a good assessment. Trade Pickett a first and a fourth for the first pick from the Bears. I don't know that they would accept that. I wouldn't accept that. For that first overall pick, no way. If the Bears took that, they would be the laughing stock of the league, more so than they've already been. Right now, the Panthers are the laughingstock of the league. That's going to do it, folks. The Dallas Cowboys go to 10-3 and knock Philly to 10-3. And wow, the Cowboys look strong. Wow, the Cowboys look strong. The Perna curse wheel is real. Michael J says, as the resident Bears fan, I don't want Pickett. There you go. Michael J is the resident Bears fan. He does not want Pickett. Do you want to move on from Justin Fields, Michael J? Let me know. Do you want to move on from Justin Fields and take one of those quarterbacks? And if so, which one would you prefer? Congratulations, Hates JWS. Beautiful job. Beautiful job by you and your Dallas Cowboys. You look jet-like tonight. You look New York jet-like tonight in your performance. Not quite jet-like. I mean, not quite on the same level, but close. Guys got us earlier in the year. We weren't ready. Now we're ready. Now it's, we have to play you guys again. It's over. No. Michael J says no. If I had to take one, it would be May, but I'd rather trade the pick for a haul. Okay, so you're fine with sticking with Fields. Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with that too. That's the only thing you run into, though, is if Fields fizzles out, or one of those guys looks better than him, then it's trouble, But if you can trade to like the 3 spot and take Marvin Harrison Jr. and get more draft capital, that would be golden, I think. That would be phenomenal. How about them Cowboys, says Jimmy England. Congratulations to all the Niners fans, by the way, in the chat. Natasha Romanoff amongst them. She's really Romanoff. So we can discuss that on a different stream, I guess. See you tomorrow, SG. Talking all the smoke. So, guys, this was another successful football outing. Thank you so much to everyone who joined. Thank you so much to everyone who supported the stream, supported the channel. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun, guys. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be doing Dolphins, Titans officially, but the Giants and the Packers will be up, and we'll be keeping an eye on that game as well. So we're going to be doing a double stream. I might do a little double play-by-play depending, but the Fins and the Titans will be the main stream that we're going to be looking at. And if that game turns out to be bad and the other game is better, then we'll just switch over to one. So, Super Dave says, you almost got it right. 1 point off for Dallas and reverse Philly. That counts, right? Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Almost got it right. Oh, I meant to put 13 for Philly. That's what I meant to do. Oh, my God. Time for the Cowboys postgame. Great night. Good night to all. HJWS, congratulations again. Guys, thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow night. Hope to see you guys here. For now, I am the Pro Football Demon, Rich Jodice. And I'll see you guys soon.